Dude, of course when I leave, all these 1Ks pop off, so these guys actually get points. Like, they got 3,000 points within fucking 4 hours. Some of these guys. It's crazy. Because this half pot turned 5. Oh, this guy's playing too crazy. I think I'm just gonna call. Take it. It's so weird. Like, you play the happy hour and then you play for 4 hours and then people score more points for 4 hours without happy hour. It like really makes you think, doesn't it? Let's look at my stream. Bro, how many 1-2 BBJs have gone off? Like, how come I can't seem to hit anything? There's been 3 1-2 BBJs and I've missed all 3 of them. I know I'm not playing always, but... Barada and Shed at this one. Where's the Cloudy one? The Cloudy was today, right before I got on. I don't know, man. I'm gonna call once here. He's gonna call his hand. I think he's checking ace king here. Let's bet. Probably should full turn versus Nicoletti. Lost $300 there because I don't fold turn. Oops. His hand is sometimes betting flop, by the way. I should have probably bet flop with it, but whatever. Been chill. Ugh, I can't believe I called turn versus Nicoletti there. What am I doing? Yeah, whatever. Could merge this hand on the flop. Double bet 6-3. Bro, this guy's just... I have to call this. Fuck. This is kind of crazy from Brada because I just have ace king. I think it's okay from what he did, but it's kind of... It's not mid, because there is a lot of dead money, but he still has to win the all-in versus this guy, right? You see here, he just lost both. So, imagine he got cooler by me. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't have some, like at the end of the day, he still has to beat this guy in the hand for the pot. So even when I fold, he doesn't actually make money yet. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these like trickier spots in poker, I think, are spots people get wrong a lot. Just because like a lot of times people focus on just like simple of like, I'm ahead, I'm behind, and they think like in black and white a little bit too much. The biggest evidence is when people bluff with spots with equity, they don't really know what they're doing. Bro, it's such a small raise, I'm just gonna call and see what's up. But this is how they get you. No, and then I call once because I have a gut shot and then I end up folding. I would call on a queen or a 10. Or a king. Or an ace, honestly. But probably should have folded pre and that's why. Because in order to realize you're too big, it ends up costing you more usually. I think I could fold flop, honestly. Calling 4 bigs there is probably not worth it. He's just not deep enough. Good luck, thank you. Good 3-bet. Fuck it. So this is really, really sus by him on the river. I probably could fold. If I never call worse, then he's his. They have to call so much ace-high for his size to be good, obviously. I think I'm getting ripped on here pretty often. Hopefully it's not quads. He just has a jack, I guess, anyway. I actually don't know what he had. Fuck, I wanted my VVJ, but... You see, it's like I have to draw versus him, and then like, what if this guy just has me beat? You see? I could like... Oh... Oh, I was saving money, I guess, because I was gonna call. And it was gonna come ace high. We'll take it here. This hand is not the best turn bet. You obviously don't have hearts, so it's not the worst. You do want to bluff aces. You block ace 7, ace 8. These hands are slightly better, I think. We'll check here. What it's worth, I do block middling. Yeah, whatever. Probably don't want to call this first please call. Even though it's okay. It's just probably not worth it. Trolling pre-flop here. Should have that flop probably. Maybe I should call please call there. I don't know. So like, I guess the jack of diamonds blocks bluffs, even though it blocks value. This hand's gotta be a pretty mid-raise, but whatever. We would've got there. I also call ones here with the tens. Well. I honestly figured that like he doesn't have any folds. Obviously, like I can probably get bluffed into on the river if I just call. If I had 10 of spades, I think I would call more. Oh, what a good fucking run out there. That's the type of shit we need to finish this challenge. Just 60 big blinds off the back of a fucking beast run out. Oh my god, look at this run out. Maybe it's KJ though. Do you guys, how much more do you think this guy folds if we jam? Let's just bet this size. He folds anyway. That's what I'm thinking. Like I'm thinking he's folding anyway, so maybe we should just jam. This hasn't worked out for me too much. Damn, should have trapped this bullet guy, dude. He was actually going aggro mode, bro. He was locked in. Half pot might be the play here. There's no world where he checks like a low flush here. He has a flush, I'm sad. Nice tens. It's kind of what I thought could happen this hand. Take it though. Did I lose like a big spot over here or something? Yeah, the jack 8, he just runner, and I just fucking tossed. Fuck that. Hope you guys are doing well. We're doing pretty well this session right now. Just started though. Probably just trying to have a good sessions. Just trying to string good sessions in a row, back to back to back this week. Chat. I've been tilting, and then we're gonna get to some educational content within the next. Hopefully, we finish in June. Hopefully, it doesn't have to. Hopefully, we're not still trying to finish this challenge in July, but you never know. I do notice I don't think my play's been the best recently, I'm gonna be honest, but. Damn, 3-1Ks just broke right away. It's really lame. I thought we had a lot of action here, and now they're all about to break. And this 500. E75 check. You can mix this hand. It's like a pretty good flush draw. It's less good when there's 2 cards on the board that are better than it. I guess we'll just check and try to win with the 3. I think my hand is a call in the river, but I don't know if I actually want to call it. Yeah, he finds like a really quick B66. I don't know. I think my hand's a pure call in the river. Don't think he has bluffs with my hand. I technically block value because he could have queens. Constantine Jin, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Lost some pots in a row here. We're getting a little crushed now, and the game's broke, which is kind of sad. How much do you let me make these coffee? Yeah, like, I don't know. It's pretty good. I'm supposed to call that Amber's Tower. Maybe I should. Like, if I just know it's a pure cold, probably I should just call it first timer. Make these coffee. I do not have it every day, but I do like it a lot. I don't know. I've been drinking Red Bull, which is like absolute crap for you. It's been making my fucking like taste buds fucked up. So I'm like, oh, I probably need to fucking have something a little more healthy, like McDonald's coffee, right? Am I right, chat? Alright, let's get in this action. Let's just keep grinding. Chat, we are going crazy with the volume. Like, how many hours stream do I have at this point? Like, I'm like constantly fucking playing and I'm constantly live. Let's grind out this winner very slow and methodical. Why does Bullet leave the 1K? Yeah, educational content, let's go. Yeah, we'll try. I just need to keep grinding and try to keep my head on straight. I don't even know. At this point, I've kind of just accepted that I'm gonna be like pretty tiltable. But like, you know, you want to be tiltable within reason, right? Like, you don't want to just be down 2K, breaking your monitor, but same time, like, I'm just somewhat, like, I think the main thing is just volume, right? Like, if I just play X amount of hands, like, this thing just has to end. If I get first on the leaderboard, or it's top 2 on leaderboard, wake up the next day, top 2 on leaderboard, wake up the next day, top 2 on leaderboard, wake up the next day, top 2 leaderboard, like I've been doing, it just has to end. Hi, what's up? Maybe we should have gone for the check raise. Let's go for it here, fuck it. Let's go. I want to see, like, May. How well did I do on leaderboard? 97, okay. I don't even want to 3-bet this guy as much, but I just try to stick normal because I'm streaming. Bro, he's gonna 4-bet me. I just know it. Oh, I didn't get 4-bet. My hand was pretty dust post. Double bad suit. We will check the jack. Take it. Advantage to checking. Did you just recycle all the info? Like I can't see how much info I got last month. Am I getting jammed on? Oh, this guy should nip, but I feel like this could be a bluff. Cause like, why would he check turn? Let's see what's exact. Okay. Can do both here. Kind of had a feeling that the run-up was gonna suck. Whatever, I mean, we got there with our hand, unless we're beat, we're not gonna complain. Okay, it's same hand. You can't even run Gover's Please Call, you just hit the same hand as him. I mean, we're running good here, though, holy shit. You probably thought he was beat when I snapped, so. Half pot. Might as well let him get there now. With the 8s, no point of betting. It's unfortunate. Like I said, people don't really triple. I mean, the board's good. It's obviously like a fine line to not range triple, but you have like such a density of overpairs here. It's like really fake boards to bluff catch. That's one thing that hitting the nuts, like these spots like, teaches you. We'll see. Maybe he has aces though. See you guys just in the bin. Obviously we had a set, but it just teaches you, like, I don't know. Oh, I fucking should call it at this depth. Fuck. I didn't realize we were 200 bigs deep. I should have flatted. Because normally 9-8 suited, it's not a great flat, but anyway, whatever. It's not like he's supposed to range triple, but it's like, I don't know, man. You know what it shows, though? It shows they're probably not overbluffing you. Like, you probably don't need to defend. The thing is, you need to defend a lot when you feel like your opponent could be overbluffing you. But when he 4-bets there, and he half-pots flop, I mean, it's like, and then the second you call, he's just like, you play an instance where he gives up. You play like multiple hands in a row where he gives up. It's just like, huh. Like, yeah, maybe it's like perfect suits blocks the 10, like he might triple, but it shows like whatever. He's actually a good player too. It's not like I'm trying to cook him. Just and he had a good read. Like I did have a set, so like maybe he has a read there. Like obviously I think it's a pretty scary board to face the call. Obviously I might have some 10-9 though. Might have some ace-10 though. Might have some 8-9, 8-7, queen-jack of course. Believe it or not, I just checked an ace to the river and folded, and I think the decision's not even close, actually. Man, hit a center forward, but pot don't get paid. Wham. Whatever, it feels good to hit value, though. It feels good. I feel like it's been a couple days, actually, it does. I don't know. It's obviously not true. It's been a couple thousand hands. I play so much that, like, a day feels like, a day in, like, poker terms feels like a fucking, like, 2 years. Like, it's like, crazy. Because at the end of the day, guys, like, in the last week, I've played more than a lot of people play in a month, right? You can see my last 7 days. How many hands have I played? I took last Friday off. Last Friday night off. So I took a little bit because I was losing so much that I took it off. This is the last 7 days. I believe there's an upswing at the beginning of it. Yeah, 25,000 hands this week. So this is my week. I played 25,000 hands. I'm 4K below an EV. And all my profit came from the first 10,000 hands. Since then, I'm pretty much just break even. Obviously, I caught a little bit of an upswing here. I was in the dumps here. I was down 4,000 since then. For like over 10K hands. Is this ever BBJ board? No, probably not. Also, he probably just has an ace. That's real. I'm back to playing 200 plus. Can't wait to burn money on fire. Good luck, man. Bro, you watch me all the day. There's no way you're not just killing the games. Think about it. There's no way, yeah, bro. There's no way I haven't helped a little bit. This deep will 3-bet smaller. Bro, I just don't fall for the. I just don't think people bluff like this. I don't know why people trap, because it's like. Okay. Pretty big spot. Oh, pretty lame spot. We chop up his 9 bigs. We both hit a straight. Dude, it's very rare you can make that nut full house, and you can't even fucking really raise the river. Because we beat bluff, so I'm gonna call turn. You shouldn't have too many bluffs with ace high, so I'm just gonna flat it. Because if he gets like 9-7, 7-6, 6-4, I think he's bound to fire on this card. We don't have a club. I think he gives up clubs as well. think we just lose here and peace. We just accept defeat. I think I always lose when he checks. Like, he has a made hand. I don't want to try to get him off of it. Obviously, it's a good card to bluff, but there's so many draws, so just like, whatever. Can do both here. McD's coffee is goated. What's up, CJ? I haven't even been watching the stream recently. My mental's been atrocious. But it is goated. Okay, obviously, our 10 is like okay but it's mainly good for stacks, I think. I don't really think I can check this hand and have like this big of a 6-5 advantage. And not just bluff this. I'm gonna be real. Block 6-4. The 10s doesn't do that much for you. You block like 10 pocket 10s with the 10, like 10-7 with the 10 to block your 10-4, because I don't think he should open 10-4. I think I'm gonna check this. It's really nitty, but I'm gonna check it. It's really nitty. Wow, nice hand. That's what I get. Well played him. I got exploited for being nitty. I should jam. Obviously, no, I should jam. Just in a nitty mood recent because I'm close to the challenge, but there's no excuse. That line is really bad. And we got punished. I'm glad I like getting punished when I lose, when I play bad. Because it's like, it reinforces like good habits, you know? Like if you just shows like ace-4 there, like, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good spot to jam. And you need to have a lot of bluffs when you jam. It's just overall really steely by me to not jam. Probably shouldn't call this guy here, to be honest. Am I like ever good here? It's heads up, like I should be like smashed jamming this spot for value. I guess I'll just rip it on turn now. I don't know. I got so punished for being bad. Whatever. I'm bad. You can't overbet this hand on turn, by the way, and not shove river. It's just extremely bad fundamentals. And I know you're saying like, oh, then why did you do it? I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. I'm in it. That's genuinely why I'm close. It's the fact that I played 4K hands and the spot has gone like extremely bad for me over the last 4K hands, and I'm like mental block. That's actually why. And I'm just being honest with you guys. So now I'll probably lash out and do it a spot where it doesn't make sense. Normally I'm good at like just like sigh being like, yeah, I gotta do it. But this time I just didn't. It's because I know he's like checking defensively, so I'm like seeing monsters in the closet. And I did think my cards weren't the best, so then I shouldn't bet turn, right? Let's be real. And also you shouldn't 3-bet Polar versus Rick. But this guy tag like sticky, so I kinda don't want to bluff. I don't mind this much as I don't mind here, but I don't know, I have this guy tag sticky. Ah man, not jamming that river is really depressing. Nice hand play rise though, I can't even be mad. You just have a massive 6-5 advantage. But by the time it gets to river, it's like, I don't know. I just think like every 4 is good enough for stacks. I'm pretty sure every 4 is good enough. 6-5 is good enough, obviously. So at that point, obviously you have 3s and 7s as well. I don't know if 7s is always going to take this line. Yeah. Like, their hand is just bad. It's obviously just bad. I need to rip. And I'm just afraid he has too many catchers, and I don't want to rip 2x spot. That was obviously the idea, but there's no excuse. It's just bad. Yeah. I like that I get punished though, and that he had a hand he would fold. So I think it's nice to like know it's your fault when you make a mistake. Like sometimes it's like let's say he like just table sevens there. It's like way easy for me to like do it next time and next time. I don't know. Because it really highlights like why my blockers are good on the river when he has king 8 of diamonds. The Kanji 146, thanks for the follow, appreciate you. Also, he just played the hand really well. Like he played it like he should play it. Some people will like trap that board and then like raise their flush draws and then end up with not too many folds because they would raise it on the flop and etc. Right? So overall, well played by him, and he got rewarded for playing it well. Oh, this game's gonna break. It's a shame though, we have like 40 more bigs if we just rip, I think. Well, obviously he's not calling with king high, unless he's a god. Unless, honestly, it's like a Linus love to call king 8 here. Here you don't want to go off timing, so we gotta take our time here. Because you snap call, it just looks like pair plus flush draw. This size is really interesting. I think it's okay. I would like to size up though. I don't think I'm gonna raise my hand ever anyway. Even though like I do feel like I have sizing tilt, I just don't think there's anything I do. Womp womp, flush draw. Womp womp. This hand versus Rise is so bad, bro. Can't believe I don't rip. Oh my god. I've actually become a net. What has happened to me? It is what it is, though. I don't think my hand is like a fist pump. Like, yeah, it's making 6 bigs as a jam. It obviously would have made 40 that hand. But, yeah. It is what it is. Like, I got to the river and I just kind of thought, like, even though my 6 is kind of cool, like, I thought, like, maybe I should just double block shits. That he actually has. Like, the 10 doesn't block stuff, but then, with that logic, you should just not bet the turn, right? In these positions, I think we can fold the big Q. Oh my god, if he has aces, like, let's take it. Here you block check jams. What do you even check calling, Beretta? But why do I feel like I'm being trapped? Like, I know my hand's a fist pump. Like, I actually don't know what he has. I feel like I'm being trapped. See, I'm not gonna. You see, chat? I'm tilted about not bluffing Rise because the line is actually good. That line, I'm not gonna let that tilt cause me to just flick in this spot because I know it's a jam in theory. You know? I'm still fucking thinking, you know? Like, I think that's where a tilt can get in the way, is like... My biggest tilt is if I let myself make a play because of tilt, you know? And that's just where I'm at. I'm still, like, actually thinking and playing okay. It's just, like... I mean, yeah, maybe you fold to 10 there. Obviously, never. Because I could jam king 10 there. That hand versus right is so tilting, but whatever. Whatever, fuck it. We're deep. CG's my goat. This guy's massive, beefed up. I'm going after this guy, screw it. Oh, what do you mean, Queen 10? Ah, man. Catching an upswing right now, but... Let's look at today as a whole, chat. Like, I don't think I have better cards I would ever check. If I had, like... I don't know, like, I would bluff, like, 8-5 suited, I don't think I would ever check or something, but... On the bright side, guys, we were down 5,600 today. Now we're only down 500. So, you know what, we're on a 5k upswing, I guess, if you think about it. He does have king queen. How often do you recommend a 3-bet as button versus EP with hands like... You don't need to at your stake. Okay, the reason why I like doing it is I think people under 4-bet, and also I just like playing aggressive. It's just my style. I like doing it. I think people just overall don't play very well into it. That being said... But it's also just like, I actually just find it fun. I'm not even kidding, like that's part of why I do it. For you guys to do it, you just don't need to do it in your stake. The reasons you would do it is A, if people overfold to 3-bets, B, if people under 4-bet, and then C, if they're making mistakes post. Like they're too deep post flop and you can bluff them. If all three of those things are true, which they are, in my opinion, and lower, you can be pretty aggressive. The things you have to watch out for is if people's pre-flop ranges are too tight, like they're opening too strong of hands, they can't even make mistakes. Like, that's the one thing you should be careful of. So there, that's the whole reasoning for why you should do it. If you don't know what you're doing post though, it's okay to have humility. I think humility is one of the best things you could have in poker. I shouldn't have bluffed this guy on turn. This is a mistake. Now I'm gonna lose. Okay, it's the nuts anyway. Who cares? Basically 84k. I think we just run it because like it's slightly losing. 7.3 to 129.3. What is the action? Actually we'll fold. I was gonna run it because it's like, oh, I have equity, but and what if he has a draw? But I just don't think he has a draw, so. And it's actually decently losing if he never has a draw, so I'll just fold it. This is actually decently losing if he never has a draw. Alright, we're gonna call here. Ace one time. Hope it's up 4s or 10s, hope it's ace 10. And in typical Nicolati fashion, he has the nuts and we turn it and we think we had a good card, but in reality he's always one step ahead of me in the value zone. Wow, if I just flat a turn, we would have fucking stacked him. I shouldn't even turn this here. It's just double FD. I'm trying to stack ace 10. But it's probably just always 4s there. Deadass. I'll take the suck out. I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason was because if he has ace 10, I want to sweat the PVJ. I'm not even trolling. Like, this is how degenerate my thought process is. I'm actually, guys, the one thing you gotta understand is, like, keep it real with you guys. Like, oh, I can pretend, oh, I'm such a high stakes player. Oh my god, my thought process is so elite. Oh my god, I'm like a fucking human calculator. No, I'm literally, the reason I wanted to jam there is because if we're sweating for the BBJ, I wanted to sweat it. My brain is melted. It's slanted if they were to do a fucking x-ray, dude. It's so bad at this point. Bro, you know what? He's back-to-back sets, right? This would be such a good spot to bluff. Like the issue is the way I think about it. It's like he just check raised. Why did we get the worst turn in the deck? He just check raised the set, so I was gonna fucking just snap rip on this guy. But honestly, he just fought so much ace high. It's such a good card for him. He can like borderline lead. He still has all his ace 6 of diamonds hands, and we don't even block it. We do block ace 10 of hearts, which he could fold, but he has all the ace 6 and ace 10 of hearts because it's a double bad. Run out. Like, obviously, yeah, my 10 of hearts, hero 6 is cool, but he's like a range calling his queen. Fine, fine. I wanted to check back, I'm not even gonna lie, my instinct is saying check back, but I listened to my instinct earlier and the guy had king high, so maybe I shouldn't listen to my gut. I read the whole heuristic. Dude, the thing is, check jamming an ace here is like actually like cyanide level line. I don't know, man. It's just so fucking pathetic. My hand is pure call, I think. No, it's not. It's definitely not pure. The thing is, I have a read that he fucking raised when he had a pair earlier. It's Nicoletti, man. Just toss your cards. What are you doing? Move on. Move on, move on, move on. If he bluffed you, he bluffed you. It's such a good spot to bluff, too. It's like crazy how good the spot is to bluff. But he just has too much value. Slightly too much value. If it was ace of hearts, I would fucking consider calling. But because it's not ace of hearts, and he gave up like a certain timing on the flop that made it seem like it was an ace, to be honest. Anyway, I should have just checked back, man. It's Nicoletti. What am I doing? Obviously, you feel like you're not getting bluffed there, but my hand is so face up that it makes you want to call. Because obviously, I think the average person would assume that if you have an underpair, you would fold. But some people, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, man. It's such a good spot to bluff, though. But whatever. If I had double good blockers, like maybe I would consider calling. Just because like it is such a good spot to bluff, and like he shouldn't have that much ace high. Having said, you know what I would probably like calling with? An ace. If I checked an ace on the flop, which I would check back some ace-x, I'll probably call it that. You know, then we could see if he really has it in him. But if I had tens, whatever, man. Congrats. You would have bet 24 bigs. I would have called you. Instead, you made 24 bigs by checking it. It is a good read. I should check it back though. I know my hands have check back. In practice, just his timings were screaming he had it, so I would have killed myself if I called in game. By kill myself, I mean beat myself up, not kill myself. His timings were just like it just felt like such ace. I don't know. Man, this guy's actually cooler city god. It's actually crazy. It's such a good spot to bluff, but like, whatever. It's a good spot to bluff. I'll let him bluff it, man. Fuck it. Like, what is he even taking? He has to take like 5 4 and 7 6 almost pure to have enough bluffs, so it's like whatever. Just knew it was such a weasel line. I should have checked back. Why do I, like? It's because like my gut feeling was wrong once when the guy had king 8 that I'm like not going with it. Normally I just go with my gut feeling in this pool at this point because like it's so beyond theory at this point. Everything that's going on, everyone is like actually playing for the vibes. It's actually Wild West street poker, fucking Doyle Brunson level. All right, like here we'll just toss, I guess, because what's the point? Anyway, whatever. Guys, how often could a guy run into it though? Deadass, like actually deadass. I know I'm complaining, but like imagine we swap cards. Like I'm literally absolutely killing it. This challenge would be so over so fast. But whatever. Can you please show us your mouse? It's like the new Logitech one. I've always used the mouse I use my whole life, guys. Though, and honestly, my favorite mouse ever, and I'll probably just go back to it, is the Death Adder. I just wanted to try something else out. I don't know if like should I not show the mouse? Is that like some like hacking shit? Like can I? Is it? If someone does my mouse, can they like hack me? Like I don't even know. I'm such a fucking unk when it comes to shit like that. Like deadass though, like I actually run into it so often though. It's crazy. Like obviously we kind of got bailed out this one hand. Bro, Bernardo doesn't even bet unless he has it here. I'm not even trolling. Wait. I gotta learn to just like the people hit the bet button and then just run out of the way, like scream, run for your life. Like actual Godzilla's here. Like that's one thing I need to realize. Like I'm slightly not good enough about that recently. I realized like, bro, people hit the bet button. Like I need to run for the Himalayas, dude. Like defense is like actually a foreign concept. Huh? E33, what's up? Okay, but whatever, bro. Okay, I'm locked in. I'm actually locked in, guys. We're going only with gut feeling today. Am I cool? Some only have 8 to 11% from UTG. Is it fine to flat ace queen off and not 3-bet in position for them? Actually just play post as a bluff catcher if not fluffing the world, of course? Or what's best to do? That's actually a really good question, and to be honest, bro, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I don't really know the answer. I still would prefer to play ace queen off as a 4-bet. Simply because you could 3-bet, because then you could just fold the 4-bet when you're beat. So you don't have this like dilemma that when it comes queen high, you have to play like such a nit. You know what I mean? Whereas if you just 3-bet it, yes, you're gonna lose when they have aces and like kings and queens and they 4-bet you or whatever. But like at the same time, I'd rather honestly fold it than flop than call it. Like if they're so tight that you can't even 3-bet a QO, then you should just fold it. Because it's not like a hand with a lot of playability. That's how I feel. Alright, we'll just bet this hand anyway because these positions are so tight. Whatever. 9's and 10 should be folding. I should have checked flop. I actually should have checked flop. Without a club in my hand, I should have checked. I'm actually the biggest nit in Ontario. I've decided I'm gonna become the biggest nit. Jamming here, like, I need my opponent to be, like, so fucking aware of the metagame going on to jam here, I think. Okay, so now 9s even get there. And flushes get there, and we block, I think, every fold he could possibly have, so let's just check. Howdy, what's up, Beppo? Huh, Bernardo overbidding? Fold. I'm toxic. I'm just mad because he had so much more BBGs than me. Robert's betting, fold. Oh my god, what a bluff, dude. For some people, like, I wish I could get this run out every time I bluffed, eh? Like, can I get the 3 club fucking 2 flush? Bro, I call 4 bets like I'm 7-4 deuce rainbow. Whatever, man. So I should check flop. The hand might have been more playable. Eh, probably not. I think I still would have lost. And if I ripped turn, I would have merged on him so hard. It's actually crazy. Maybe that is why this hand could merge jam turn. Because if you have bad ace, jamming turn here is actually kind of mergy. Like, he could fold. I'm just too worried. If it wasn't a 7, if it was deuce of hearts, I would have snap jammed. But I'm too worried about getting, like, called by, like, 10s and 9s and destroying it. And it's like a, you know what I mean? So, like, 9-8 and stuff. Like, because 9s can't fold. And I'm mostly dead to the side. I have 0 EV. So, yeah. That's kind of why no one really bluffs those boards, because, like, they don't want to jam ace king, and I'm a pussy and I didn't want to jam it. But, like, also people just aren't good enough to fold 10s and 9s, especially 10s, like jack 10 and stuff. So, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, take 2. So hoping for the the jacks through 9s fold here. Oh, let's go. Oh. Got one through! We're alive! Howdy, I'm running like a god if I know. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. Anyway, this McDonald's coffee has me lit, dude. I'm feeling like a new man. I actually feel like a new man. I feel like the challenge just started. Deadass. Any question in the chat, I'll answer perfectly. To the best of my ability. No matter what your question is. You can ask if the freaking pyramids are real. I guarantee you, I'll give you a fucking 10 big blind answer. Pyramids are real. What am I saying? If aliens built the pyramids, that's what I meant to say. I'm like so far deep and like fucking brain rot that like I just said pyramids are real. Like I don't even know. Whatever, I've lost my mind. I think I've lost my mind. This is like the 5 stages of downswings. I'm on like stage 4. Deliriousness. Nihilism. 4 bigs. Alright. 75. Fold though. I mean, what do you want me to do? I guess we just call. I mean, like, whatever. Honestly, just give him quad jacks. I don't even care. Let's go. Let's fucking gamble. Check. Watch this, king. Oh, that would have been sick. Everyone in the crowd would have freaking lost their mind. I should have bet turn here, by the way. I'm like actually trolling. I just checked so fast it like looks like a boat, but whatever. Less 7-6 suited and 7-7. Kind of. I will not be hacking you, sir. Left 7-6, 7-7. I mean, yeah, but also you can get into how they play post as well, right? But yeah, overall, but I mean, that's just also theoretical, right? The thing is, 7-6 suited in position plays pretty well. I don't know. I'm always a big 7-6 suited fan. Collie, how about we hit a BBJ, man? You lose the bet, but you get something on the side. Agreed? Sound good? Is that size really value? I probably should have fucking raised them. I actually probably should have raised it. Guys, I'm going flow state tonight. I'm not even kidding. If I lose 2 buy-ins, I'm gonna cry on stream, but until then, we're fucking so lit. Alright, Larry. Time to pay up. Landlord's here. Let's go. Alright, fuck. But that assumes both players played perfect, and like you said, I'm far from perfect post. Your thoughts. The thing is, okay, this is my opinion, chat. You should have the mindset, whatever stake you're playing, if you don't think you're the best player at the table, and yes, you're allowed to cope, but if you don't think you're the best player at the table, you shouldn't be playing the stake. That's my opinion. Like, you have to be able to lie. Like, am I a better player than Tamer? Like, pretty likely no, right? Calling, this guy's #1 in Ontario. So I'm probably not the best, you know? But I can cope, I can lie to myself, you know? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just trying to be entertaining. I've been so boring on stream for the last, like, 15 streams that I'm trying to, like, get unstuck in terms of my, like, how boring I've been. I guess we bet here, right? Is he just... Huh. Guess he hit his card, eh? But yeah, anyways, basically what I'm saying is if you're playing low stakes, like, you should, like, develop a strategy and, like, you don't need to study with a computer, but figure out, like, why wouldn't you think you're the best player post in 3-bet pots? You're gonna make mistakes, but I guarantee you your average opponent is gonna make mistakes too, dude. So you should feel like, okay, 3-bet, he calls, I'm gonna beat this guy in this line. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that should be your mindset. I mean, Tamer calling is, like, could be strong, but we're gonna have to see. If he calls, he's nutted, but it could be a draw. But I have an ace-jack, it's hard to beat. No way, shut up. We just don't play donks, so I think we just rip it. Actually, let's just play half, whatever. Maybe he jumps. Alright. This McDonald's coffee is fucking crazy. It makes my ADHD fucking trip out, but whatever. How would you allocate 100 to 200 hours of study? That's a lot of study, bro. I'm gonna be real, guys, when it comes to studying, like, just focus on goals and, like, what you want to learn. Everyone, like, every time I hear people talk about studying, they always talk about it in, like, a sense of, like, volume. Like, how much study, like, how much hours they put in. Like, it's, like, so pointless. Like, for other things, obviously, on average, if you do study more hours, you're gonna know more, like, of course. But your goal, like, your mental should be, like, I need to learn this thing, and you should approach the study session with, like, I want to figure this out. Like, at the end of the day, studying in poker is like research, you know? It's not memorization. And a lot of people, when they do an hour goal, they think of it as like, oh, I'm gonna just flashcard this turn spot. I don't know. Like, obviously, memorization can come up clutch, but more often than not, you want to understand why the computer's doing what it's doing. So you can build exploits off of that. Just all the way to the river and then B75s? Really? I don't believe it. Let's see it. Bro, where's this PVJ? I saw call. Check here. Check here. Check here. Bro, I'm actually freaking the check master. Block bluffs here. So that makes my turn call worse, my river call better. Also means I get bluffed less on the river, for what it's worth. Alright, let's see here. I think I just bet because if he has worse king, he calls me, and if he has like queens, I mean if he has like jacks 10s, he might call me. And verse reopen, I'm drawing dead. Okay. Block. Yeah, let's go. 1 trillion IQ line. You see, this is how you guys should think. Like, screw the computer. Just very simple thought process for your stake. Okay, well, when he reopens, you know, you gotta think, like, is he more likely to bluff? And you can use your cards, too, of course. Like, let's say you have a hand like ace-king here. Well, he's more likely to bluff when he doesn't have an ace here. So maybe, you know, it's a slightly better check. But the question you gotta, yeah. Most of the time, people aren't hitting anywhere near the frequencies. You'll have some people who hate bluffing in your pool. You'll have some people who love bluffing. And then you gotta play street poker, right? Like, checking is just gonna overperform versus a guy who's gonna bluff any 2 cards, right? Versus a guy who's never gonna bluff, betting what your hand's worth is just gonna be more overpowered. Still laughing at the pyramids are real or not? I'm glad you found it funny. Raz. Yo, Carter, where are you from? T dot? Toronto? Yeah. I don't know my... Okay, but where's my 8? Like, where's my 8s? I swear they said they were coming. I blocked the hands that raised me. So it's actually pretty chill call versus a raise, right? Because if he has 6 or 4s, we're live. And we can hit backdoor flush. Is it a merge? Is it a merge? I think no, it's not a merge. Like, could I pull the 9s and 10s? Yes, but I think he... Where's my 8? I'd rather block value here. And also he could have 8-7 of spades. And he also bet pretty fast. I don't know. Maybe that's a tell of strength. I'm at weakness, but maybe it's a plus size. I don't fucking know. Game's hard. Poker's hard. What can we do? I just fold 8s because, you know, I've decided defense is a fucking fake concept. It doesn't exist in the real world. I'm playing poker the game, not the science. Check, check, check. Check. Code. Oh my god, that's a straight. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Ugh, I gotta call. Don't have a flush, that's so rigged. Thank you. You just had a worse straight. I'm worse straight than him. Okay, I don't mean any. It's a pure joke. Pure joke. Pure joke. Obviously. The one thing I have to be aware of on stream, like there's some jokes I would say, like normal, but I don't know. You never know how people will react online, so. I'm a bit of a nit. Alright. Check, check. Okay, streaming is fun when you're like, okay, like I don't think I'm running the best. Like I'm pretty sure, guys, let's check the session. I'm pretty sure I'm like hard stuck break even, like. But like, you know what I mean? When you're just not getting absolutely torched on fire, like, you know? It's pretty chill, but that's the hard part. Why am I not betting river? What am I doing? I don't know. You probably calls too. That's disgusting. Okay, so I guess we're up. So I guess it's easy to say we're up 1K. But if you look at what's the day, we gotta take out all of this. I play so much I fucking can't even do the last 24 hours and shit. Look, we're still down $600 for the day. But I guess we are on a bit of an upswing. Is Nicoletti still on? Yes. Please call us still on as well. These guys are actually leaderboard fucking savages, dude. I mean, I'm gonna drop like 4,500 points tonight, so whatever. If that's not good enough for second, I don't even know, man. These guys just need to chill out. That's all I'll say. I wanted to get off early tonight, but... not possible, I guess. He went to 5 bigs. That's like such a fatal error. Boom. No. Bro, BBJ table share. Who says no? Don't be 5-6. That's actually rigged. The odds that he folds a hand that's not priced into call is like pretty high if I jam. So like, win-win either way. The only option's jam. When he has first too low, like what I see a lot of people do is they know they're ahead right now, so they get really cute. But the thing is, mathematically, he needs like 20-something% to call off. So it's like if you get too cute, like you might be pricing in like half his hands, and then he might just fold the river anyway. So it's just like whatever. At the end of the day, like, if he has like any 8 or 7 with a 6 or a 5 in it, like it's like making money to call. Should have bet turn maybe. Did I 3-bet this guy? I did, and he just called king 10. Wow, maybe I should be less luffy for stats. The boss. Bro. Genuinely nothing as strong as McDonald's coffee though. It's actually crazy. Like, it's so like visible in the way I'm acting on stream, guys. Like, this shit actually is like crazy. I don't know what they put in it. It's actually probably scary. I probably don't want to know. Like, what? Alright, open ace-9, duh. Squeeze, duh. Call. Huh? Let's go. The thing is, if this is UTG, this hand is good enough to stack off. What do you guys think? Check raise massive? Or just like straight up 12.5? This time we'll go 12.5. Switch it up. Whatever, bro. Like, whatever. If they reopen too much, then check raise is pretty good. Obviously, check raise just overperforms if they reopen like around 50% or like 40-something%. I think then check raise always makes more. Like, people don't check raise enough, check back enough their ace X. They'll like make you indifferent because you can't just put all the money in on the river. Like, that's like the skill of playing when you're like you have a good hand, but you're not like you don't have the absolute nuts. Is if you reopen the action, like you can actually they can leverage their nut advantage over you. Whereas if you played a river, it's like, when am I going to go 10x, 100x pot, like 20x pot? then you can like just have one hand you check back twice. Like just aces every now and then and defend perfect. We're so deep, I'll call. I mean, come on. We're due. I've never been so due. Blue. No. It's better on the river anyway. It's better on the river, it's better on the river. Just go massive and he goes queen jack of diamonds, we just cooler him really hard this way. Let's just go this size because then we can rep ace jack. Whatever. How old am I? 25. When you're okay, I gotta lock it on the Twitch chat questions today. I'm actually locked in. AMA. When you're fuck, I gotta play a spot. Fuck. We'll fold here. Okay. It's so hard to have two pair, no? How does he have two pair? What do you guys think? Check jam? No, it's psychotic. Let's get so. Let's just go big and get called. When you're out of position and 3-bet, actually check jam's okay here because he's a little like, no, because Jack 10 can even bet flop, right? So that's like pretty likely as a king. But he folded so fast, so he didn't womp womp. When you're out of position and 3-bet versus EPMP. So you're out of position and you 3-bet the EPMP. So you're saying you 3-bet out of the blinds. And even cutout. Is it fine to barrel flop with 3-4 on one-card Broadway boards? Where you... More often than if you 3-bet in position where you c-bet smaller sizes? Yes, it is fine. The thing is, okay, I can try to answer the question better for you, okay? The reason why you play the big size is because usually the only reason your hand is better from those positions, right, is because you have slightly more, like, the solver, you have slightly more ace-king, and you slightly have more, you have aces and kings than your opponent. So as opposed to pushing a range advantage, because the UTG and the MP ranges are so strong when they flat, as they're flatting queens plus, you don't really get to push, and you're supposed to have like hands like ace-7 suited and like ace-5 offsuit and shit like this, or like king-4 suited. Like you're supposed to have random junk because you're playing 3-bets out of the big blind because you're supposed to be flatting queens pre. Like you're supposed to be like playing a polar strategy. Fuck, I'm being too long-winded. So the solver likes playing big sizes, so you could do that. I personally think if you're starting out, you should just play 1/3 on all boards because it's really tough for people to defend, and you can start to get a feel for what they have. And usually they play pretty bad into the 1/3. Call 2 awesome for 75 c-bet and 3 pot with mostly sets only and high pocket pairs. Okay, so you see what you're saying? What you said just made no sense. You said people on my pool so insanely sticky and call too often for c-bet and 3 pot with mostly sets only. So if they're sticky, you're saying they're sticky, but then you also said they only defend sets. So which one is it? Because if it's like, I'm just saying this to make you understand, like, you're clearly saying something emotionally, because I know you know what you're saying doesn't make sense. Okay, so here's how I think about it. If they're sticky, you don't want to, fuck, I'm playing bad now because I'm trying to talk to chat. If they're sticky, obviously you don't want to bluff for 75, right? Unless you have a read that, like, they overfold river or overfold turn, because then, yeah, you make more. If they only call sets versus B75 on the flop, in theory, you would be winning, like, 100 bigs per one. Like, you would just bet 75, and if they called, then you would just give up, right? If that was actually true, right? So, I don't believe... Wait, what is action? Checks, bet, check, raise... What is action? 4-4? Like, what? Like, I don't even know. I'm tilted. I should have known it. This line made no sense. This is because I'm talking to chat. This line actually made no sense, but... Oh, we need the 8. Anyways. Also, he could have had 6-5. I don't know. I was so locked out of that hand. I kind of knew the line was the app, so I probably should have called. He's calling Barada for pop, but yeah, he's not gonna check back 6 high. Wait, what happened here? Did I squeeze? Oh, everyone called. And I came ace high. There's a good chance I have the best hand for 46 bigs here. Okay, let's put small. I just feel upset speed draw dead. Turn was pretty bad. I could have checked to save money. Oh, I should win now. Okay, can you tell us what stakes you started playing online poker at? I started playing at 5 now. Actually, technically 2, but... Okay, here's what happened. It's a League of Legends player. And then... I said fuck League of Legends, it sucks. And one night on my birthday, I regged the $20 tournament and I banked it. And I was like, you know what? Poker is fucking lit. And I was already like, I was like a GGPoker wreck before. And I decided, you know what? I'm actually gonna try. I'm gonna try. And now here we are. That's basically what happened. I started at 5-0 from there. We rendered it up to like 25-0 Russian cash, and then I went to Vegas. Anyway, I'll do a life story video at some point. Okay. Good luck, us. We'll check. Don't have me coolered. I think I'm coolered. Ace King, one time. It's always aces. These guys are actual nits. I swear, man. I don't know. This is the 3rd time I run aces today. What can I do? What can I do? My preflop skill is fucking awful. I'm just cooked for you. Oh, please hold. Yes! My all NED is getting absolutely carried by the fact that I'm getting toilet run pre and then I'm sucking out. It's the 2nd time. And then we had this ace queen. So our all NED chat is insane today. And it's just like fucking insurance all in. Whatever. I mean, I guess it goes both ways, but... Bro, I'm just gonna call. I know he's strong, but I don't care. The implied odds are too good. The implied odds are actually too good. We just call and lose to every bluff. What's the point of raising? Who knows, maybe it was 5-4. Well, you got there, so. I'm not folding Jack 10 on this board. It's too freaking cool if I get there. It's like actually too insane if I get there. Like I think he's nutted, so. Oh, I had the wrong read. We both thought we lost. You already bluffed me once. You don't want to try his luck twice. Those are the stakes you started releasing on. Yeah, and then, okay, people might feel some stakes. Yeah. So basically, you need to actually figure out the mistake they're making, like actually making, not like emotionally making. Like, they can't only have sets, bro. Right? And I know you know that. So you need to figure out the stake that they're like actually making and then exploit that mistake. And you want to build your whole strategy around that mistake that they're making. And there are like little things you can do. For example, you might have a read that they call the flop too much, right? So you don't want to bluff it. But let's say you have a hand with a backdoor flush draw, like ace king suited, backdoor flush draw. Well, then maybe you could bet really small so you can see the turn for free. Maybe so like maybe you just play like a one size with that hand, and then everything else you just bet big because they call too much. You know, like that's certain things you could do. But yeah, at the end of the day, like what you want to do is find out the mistakes your opponents are making, and exploit that. And ideally, like the way you lower your increase your win rate is also you play the lines where like you get more visibility on the mistakes. For example, like you have a mistake, your opponent's mistake is like they might overfold to the triple by a couple percentage points in position, but like you don't really get a read there unless you have some timings. You know, like you could triple off into them, and yeah, you're gonna make your money, but it's not as good as an exploit where like you just always get visibility, like you never lose, because then that exploit is making a lot of money. Let's say, for example, a guy out of position bets flop, and then every time he has a good hand, he bets turn. And if he doesn't have a good hand, he always checks and just folds to the stab. Well, then your exploit's like 50 bigs on him. You could defend 7 deuce off if he's wide enough and make money. You know what I'm saying? So that's also the value of being in position. Anyway, kind of ranting, but basically, if you guys play low stakes, your opponents make a lot of mistakes. Just get good at understanding how to beat their mistakes. if you do that, most of your opponents are not very good. Yeah, there might be one guy in your pool. Don't worry about what he's doing. Don't worry about beating the best play the best player in your pool. Worry about beating the other 95% of people. That's what took me a long time to realize in poker. The people who make the most, like, it's not always the best guy at the table. It's the guy beating the other 95% of people for more. And then obviously, like, as you get better at poker, you should obviously study what like the best player in your pool is doing and other stuff. But yeah. My 7 big blind, I can't be one of the worst players. Does that mean I know what I'm doing post? Well, you probably know what you're doing more than your opponents. That's what matters. A division 3-bet pots as 3-better are so hard for me, it's crazy. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna solve it. If you don't have a good hand, you check. There you go. If the board's dry enough, bet half pot. The way you want to think about playing out of position as a 3-better and what the main skill is you want to use the turn, like, how do I say this? Yeah, the part that takes skill is like learning how like the board actually functions, right? Compare reaching high loon, like I actually can't because I'm kind of inflated. I'm in Ontario. I'm like on UNE. You know what I mean? So it'd be like I don't know. Poker's harder in some ways, right? Because like you have certain people in league that are pretty high elo that would have like no chance in poker, but then obviously vice versa, right? So it's kind of hard. Because poker is for real money, so inherently it like is more competitive, but like also it's like way less popular, so then it is less competitive like that, and it's less of a game. So like games are more like fun, I guess, right? Like league is like easier to play 14 hours in poker. Let's be real. Not that we can't play 14 hours of poker, but it's just easier usually. I've been trying to understand offsuit combo and how suits affect decisions, equity on turn specifically. When do you want to block the backdoor flush draw? So basically the way you think about the backdoor flush draw is your opponent's going to call the backdoor flush draw more on the flop when you bet, depending on your size, right? But in general, that's just the heuristic, right? So if you have a hand that wants people to fold the flop more, right? Then having the backdoor flush draw suit is good, right? And then when the turn comes, if the backdoor flush draw doesn't come in, well then if you're gonna stab turn, think about the hands that are gonna fold, all those backdoor flush draw hands, right? So it's kind of like, a good way to think about bluffing turns in poker is like treat them like rivers. That's what I realized. Like the computer it usually treats a lot of turns like rivers. Yeah. Fuck, I shouldn't have raised. Come on, Larissa, let's go. I know he's a gambling man. I'm not in the mood to gamble. Too close to my challenge. Otherwise, I gamble with you, bro. Check. Code. Code. What? What is this nonsense, dude? I actually need to see it. I need to see it. This is like a... Yeah, he's trying to like level me. What is this, dude? Dude, Brada's always coming up with like crazy concoctions. Like, what is this, dude? I just like know it has to be an ace, but it's such a weird way to play an ace, so I just want to see it. So like, okay, anyway, it's getting long-winded, but basically the idea is, first of all, this is also not the most important thing you should be thinking of on the turn, okay? But if you want the theory lesson, like, overall is, yeah, if there's spots where like your opponent, just count the combos of like backdoor flushes that continue, those hands usually fold more now. For example, you want to unblock bluffs, sometimes those hands will turn into bluffs. You just kind of like get used to thinking, like you should think about the computer stuff, like with blockers, like still in like a practical way, in my opinion. Because it actually makes you understand the concepts more. When you think of it as like, when you think about it in this like nonsense concept of like, oh, everything's mixing and da-da-da, it's really hard to actually like learn a lesson. Yeah, I'll try to give an example here. Okay, so here, I'm more likely to call hearts on the flop, right? So then if the turn is a diamond, and he had like, I don't know, king 8 with the king 8 of hearts, right? Well then like, or maybe ace 8 of hearts is a better example. I'm gonna be folding like 4 more combos of hearts. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll try to see if I actually get an example here, because it's kind of hard to explain on this board, for example. The issue about theory is it's like super hard for me to explain sometimes. I'm kind of a noob, but because there's like so many things to consider. It's never like that simple. I think a lot of people want something super simple. Sometimes in 3-bet pots, for example, you'll have like the backdoor flush draw blocker, but you'll block cards that just don't exist. So it just doesn't matter because your blocker just doesn't interact with its range. And people will still use the blocker heuristic when you don't, like, the guy has to have the hand or something. Oof. I squeezed in this game the flop and he called. I guess we mix. 44, I'll check. I don't know, having a jack is kind of good though. Having an ace is good as well. I probably should just bet. Whatever. I'm just gonna fucking range fold versus him. I don't know. Probably shouldn't. But whatever. How much am I down? I feel like I must be down now. No way I've been winning. I'll try to see if I get a heuristic. Also, I'm a little on the off the mid cafe right now. Are you charisma? Come on, dude. Come on. That's out of line. I should ban you for that. So out of line. We're just fucking have the nuts and we're just checking down. We just lose on both boards or what? Bro, I'll see it even though it's not a bluff. Just kidding. I won. Dude. And it's also, we'll say with blockers, like you guys should be thinking about other things before you think about blockers. Blockers like come when you don't know what matters. I think this has got to be a draw. It's a tough call with pocket queens. Oh my god, imagine we just flatted, but he might have jammed. The rate back you get on a side like this is crazy to me, yeah. It is. Where's the blue card? I played a lot of hands though, bro. 200k hands, but yeah. Habits with the ball, thank you. Thank you, appreciate it, man. We can mix the two here. Okay, we'll play check raise. Bluff turns like rivers. Basically, on rivers, there's a simple concept, right? You don't want to block their folding range, you want to block their calling range when you bluff. Same thing applies for turns. Like, obviously there's equity. So, in hands that they called the flop that are now folding turn, think about the cards. Think about those cards that they have. You don't want those cards, right? Now think about, unless you're value betting, then it's opposite. And then if you think about the cards that they have, for example, I was bluffing here, hands that would fold, I don't know. I gotta think about the spot, sorry. We could check. Is check ever actually good? Oh, it's kind of creative. We have ace king, but the question is, like, is it worth it? Does it actually make more money? Probably not, right? Just bet. Ace on the river one time. Play on ignition, yeah, that's true, that sucks. Block plus of the king of diamonds here. We'll just check. Feel like there's value, but just like, what could he turn into a bluff to actually punish a block here? Not much. Unless he's gonna bluff two pair. Okay. So yeah, that's the simple concept. So like, a lot of times, like, I used to think, like, I would just bet the hands that had equity, right? Like, I didn't know what I was doing. So, like, the better the draw, like, I would just be like, okay, let's just bet it. But when you look at what the computer does, when it's betting, especially for a big size, it really does prefer, like, getting the fold if it has a bluff on the river. Because there's only one card to go now. And your equity is, like, usually a lot lower on turn than it is on river. So, you focus less on your draws, right? Because your draws are pretty low equity now. So... Fuck, this hand is such an overbluff. Let's see if I can get an example. I might get an example ripped, and then I can explain it. But I'm playing a lot of weird spots right now, apparently. Let's just go with size that if he has pocket sevens or a flush, he doesn't fold. Maybe any heroes and aces will. I guess I could get it in here. Like, he's never checking ace 5. It has to be exactly ace 7 suited, which is 2 hands, and there's 3 combos of 7s. And then maybe he has like a suicide bluff once in a blue moon. Alright. Probably a blunder though. Alright, let's see if I can get an example. Maybe I'll play a heads up hand and then I can show. I'll just bet just to show it. This hand shouldn't be betting flop, but I'll just bet it anyway so I can give an example. Okay, I'll get an idea. Okay, so the idea here is my opponent might float a hand like 6-4. Obviously I have 6 of diamonds, so it's like 6 of hearts, so it's kind of good. But my opponent might float some 6x on flop, like 7-6, 6-4, right? The 6, when it doesn't pick up equity, which it doesn't here, right? Blocks my opponent's folding range on the turn. He's like, if I overbet, he has to fold 7-6. Yes, the 6 of hearts is okay, because like now he might check raise some of that 6 of hearts hand, so and it's like okay. But overall, not a good card, right? Because he's not like he doesn't have any strong hands with the 6, and it's not giving me equity, and it's blocking folds. So it would be this hand would be a really bad turnover bet. That's kind of how you think, you know. Like what hands could he call now that fold later? Next turn. How's it going? I'm playing live at the moment, and I'm carded for 2 hours, blah, blah. Bro, that's actually the worst. Live is so boring when you're card dead. Because it actually makes you realize, like, it feels like, how do I say this? It feels like you need so much to go right when you're card dead. When is it worth building 2 RFI sizes in live games? Never. I never have a strat. Okay, here's the thing about splitting ever. A lot of people will tell you like computers are like the fucking computers are life. Bro, when you're playing the 5, 10, 25 game, you gotta play poker the game, you know? Like, emphasis on the game. You don't need to build a strategy, you just gotta play the game, you know? So if some guy is like absolutely wailing out, bro, just start opening bigger when you have a good hand, a dead ass. Like no one's gonna notice. Like it sounds like it's like that's one thing I've gotten better at. You could change your overall size if you're worried about the rigs exploiting you. But then if you're worried about the rigs exploiting you, and let's say you do it once, like, okay, like, you can kind of feel like, okay, maybe when I pick the smaller size, this guy's coming after me, then you can all of a sudden size down and level him, like, you know, that's playing poker the game, you know? That's kind of what I think. Is you just, when the game is good, you can just do random shit. You don't need to do it because the computer told you it's good, you know? Like, you gotta play poker the game. That's my advice. So no, you don't need to split sizes on some chart. You literally can just open the size you feel like. You want to play more hands? 2x is less punishing. If the game is loose, And splashy, opening bigger is probably better because you don't want to open a hand that probably folds to 3-bet if people are just constantly 3-betting you, right? So then you can just open to like a big size. But if you open too big, they don't 3-bet you, then you know, there's always things to account for, right? Okay, come on. Could have hearts. Whatever, I did it earlier to someone. Whatever. You can have one. I don't need coolers. I don't need fucking coolers to win this challenge. Obviously, every cooler saves us from getting cooler in the future. But whatever. Fuck it. Bluff. Okay, clicked on something stupid. It's like my stream dashboard or something. What does he have? Jacks. Barada is like actually the known sun runner though. Like, is there anyone that like you actually run bad verse? It's absurd, bro. You're on like a generational run. Like every time I play University, I'm like shocked if I win. Bots and colluders, yeah. Like, I don't know, it's such like a troll thing back in the day. Oh, let's build a site so the Rex, they don't have to have a username. And then you realize like the Rex like much rather would play versus people that they can see. They'd rather lose to a fucking person than player 41. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like people don't actually understand it. Like when I don't know, I was a rec at some points. Like obviously I'm different than probably the typical rec, but I just wanted to play I just wanted to play poker. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to like the better the experience of just like actually playing the game is, probably the more fun it is. Like the animation, the emotes are great on GG and stuff. That's why GG is so good. And then also like the customizable, like how your like avatar feels a little more personal. I don't know. I sound like a GG glazer right now, but like let's be real, it is like the most popular site for a reason. Where's the forced grinding on stream? Yeah, I mean I'm enjoying the stream right now. This is it's the McDonald's cafe. Also, we've somehow faded like getting absolutely like destroyed by the deck for a bit, so it's also nice. We're kind of like hovering around this like pretty break-even spot. But, oh, 50 cents. Let's go. Okay, here's an example. Do you have a plan in mind? No. I'll probably like think about something that I can make. I had so many haters before, I didn't want to make anything. Because like people were like legitimately thought like I'm like the worst player in poker fucking history. So like I was afraid I was just gonna get so much hate. Some people think I'm really bad at the game. I don't know. So I was just like, ugh, it's so not worth. But now I'm just like, okay, whatever. Fuck. Like if someone wants to say I suck, whatever. Like I personally didn't care, but I thought like the overall feedback if I made educational content was gonna be negative. So then I was like, what's the point of making it? You know what I mean? But now I just don't really care. It's not like I actually believed that I was bad. It's just like, I just kind of thought people would hate on it if I made it, so what's the point of making it? But, I keep getting cold forward, man. I'll probably wait a bit, though. Oh, Maybe he's 8-7. Maybe he's pocket 8s. You can't really jam over his boat, so let's fucking do this. I think he has a 10 so often. You don't think he calls a 10-3 streets to fold it here? Oh, he has queen 10. I should have jammed. That's what I was thinking of, but obviously he was thinking of jamming. Good decision not to by him. Kind of went the worst size. If I 75, he might have ripped. But that's why a lot of advice is pretty fake on YouTube, because they're telling you to get away from playing poker, in my opinion. But then also the people who like tell you, like, they're like sometimes people who tell you to do some of these Xbox, they're also pretty dated, right? So it goes both ways, honestly. I'll just bet here. If he raises or press fold. I don't know, bet folding this hand seems kind of shit. Oh my god, I would have checked into the set. That's why you should always check this board and not listen and not do what I do. I don't know why I thought bet folding that hand was okay there. Whatever, I did it. I should just always check. You should just bet fold something more shitty. Because like I could get raised by like 7s and like 7-6 and shit. I just like didn't have a club, so I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just bet fold it. I don't remember if there's anyone. Like I actually, do you have a flush there? Maybe I save money. A betting flop. I probably would have had to call you down, or you at a straight. Ah, whatever, man. Come on, we can actually run good Desperado, I believe. Actually, I don't know, we'll call it. Come on, man. You talk so fast, bro. Non-English speakers have a hard time following. I'm sorry, man. The 10 over doesn't do anything. We'll just check, because whatever, if he has ace or king X, like whatever. Life goes on. I don't want to click this because I've snap called before in the past. Bro, tilts, man. Tilts, bro. Really? You just have aces? Can you, like, actually stop having aces, man? It's really frustrating, dude. Why does everyone just have aces versus me? Like, how many times can I have aces? I ran aces into jacks earlier, though, and we won one, and then we ran fucking aces into kings, so we ran even in this spot, so whatever. Can't even be mad about it. The rolls fold. Did I ISO or did I just flat? I just flatted. Also continues on this board, so we'll just check. Wow, what a cooler. Lots of draws here, so I'll just bet 20.8. Shouldn't snap check here, obviously. Come on, bro. Hope it's not a set over set situation. Really? Race turn to fucking give up? Whatever, I'll take the win, but that's crazy. Bro, I'm 3-betting broad, I don't care. I don't care, I'm doing it. 4-betting him. I need to send a message. I need to send a message, dude. Sending a message, chat. We'll check the turn. Because he could have aces. You could also have 8-7 suited. We'll call because he could have like clubs and shit. We'll check the river. Oh my god, he checked so fast. Surely I'm good. Oh my god, that's about sending a message. That's about sending a message. That was actually inspirational, deadass, no? You call, Mr. Honest. I'm not gonna hold the flush versus this guy, bro. Let's go. Let's go. I needed that stack. Lucky run out, man. I forget your name in the. Oh no, you're just honest in my Twitch chat. That was a lucky run out, bro. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask. I will answer, bro. AMA about your game. If there's a spot you're struggling with, I know I don't always give the best answers, but I give the real ones, you know? Okay, that makes me sound like I'm glazing myself too much. But basically, like... Like, I don't know, I make this, I try to, like... understand, like tell you guys what's gonna actually give you, make you money. Because a lot of people don't actually know what they're talking about. Like, obviously playing solid and minimizing punts, and that comes from like studying and learning thresholds really well, because you know like where the value thresholds are. It's really hard for you to be like dumping money, and then you kind of understand like, okay, well, if this is this value threshold, that's because this guy has to call this much, or like he's just overfolding, no one calls this much, I'll just start range bluffing it. And that's where like people start becoming redliners, is because they just start taking every spot that the pool doesn't call enough. You know, they literally just range bluff them. Yeah, and that's obviously when you get like the crazy graphs. Also, like a skill to being a good redliner is like picking up on like certain things, like especially versus recreational players, like, oh, this guy checked back here, he never has the nuts, etc. Wait, is my auto top up not working? Like, what is this? Every time we touch, I get this feeling. Nickelodeon has just been on for a while. Same with Please Call. Please Call is actually just staying on or what? Oh yeah, I mean, kind of gotta, like, it's not a bad spot to call there, Rhoda. Because once you get to river, it's like, you have made hand, it's like whatever. Nice hand. Bro, he checks back, I'm going after him. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. I think I blocked the bluffs, but he bet so small. He bet so small. And what if he has like some meme, you know? Man, why can't I fade it? I would have got paid if I overbet. He would have called me so fast. If I just paid 20% there, I fucking get so much money. He would have called me so fast, bro. What is this? Hey, some of the run bad in? Like, what is going on? Blow smokes in your face. The site is pretty cool, bro. GG is pretty good, bro. I'm actually gonna shill for it. I never shill GG, but I actually should because I'm shilling it. Whatever. I've had 0 people sign up using my code. Lifetime. That's how little I shill it, but I have a code. Or what is it? Is it dash GG? There we go. I never shill it because like, see, there's other things, but I think you can win on the site easily. Especially before, like, in global, before your PBI gets nerfed, like, you should definitely grind it. You have, like, decent PBI, you should grind it, I think. What's like I gotta do to get 3 aces on this flop? What's like I gotta do to get 3 aces on this flop? Do your tags mean, or is it classified? I mean, it's kind of, I think someone in the chat, like people who watch my stream a lot know, but it's like, I don't like to say it when people ask because I don't want the idea of someone like coming in and asking what they're tagged. But at this table, for example, this is like friend. Like literally my tags are so boring, guys, because like I can't even have a tag system. So I don't tag like people like passive or whatever. Like I kind of just have like ego labels, like deadass. That's basically it. Hi, I'm new here. What should I learn first if I want to become a winning player? Bro, pre-flop, for sure. You should learn pre-flop, play pre-flop accurately. Not perfect, because there's some spots, particularly when you're like countering someone else's aggression. If your opponent isn't aggressive in the first place, then you shouldn't be countering it. Like that means like, for example, 4-bet bluffing and stuff isn't as important, but at least pre-flop opening ranges, you should be perfect. And then you need to, what a lot of people struggle with when they first start playing is understanding like, just with how good and how much a good hand is worth. Like I noticed like a lot of newer players, they struggle with like how much their hand's worth. That's one thing that takes a little bit of practice. Hey, Mr. VPip, I've been playing for a couple years now. I've been stuck at 10 and 0 without much improvement. Can you please tell me how the pyramids were made? Oof, I'm gonna be real, bro. Didn't there used to be a river there? Isn't that like the actual like base take at this point? Like like obviously like Rogan was like people are like aliens, but didn't there used to be water there? So then like they used the river to move the shit. I think that's what Mr. Beast said. I trust Mr. Beast at this point. Yeah, 5-4 I have to call in my opinion. Well, you never have to call. Because if the guy doesn't bluff enough, you don't have to call. That's like kind of how poker works, but it's a fine hand to call. Because he has a lot of value there, Barada, so he needs a lot of bluffs. But overall, like, your decision's pretty safe. Like, it's hard for you to be getting that cooked. But at the end of the day, when he has, like, how much... If he's jamming jacks, and he might even be jamming tens, right? Like, if he's jamming jacks and tens, it's like, think about it. He has almost 30 combos of value. Like... If he plays it all the same, which let's assume he does, because then you could argue that he could have bluffs in the delay as well. On that river, he needs at least like 10 bluffs. It's like, I don't know. I'm not saying that your call's bad, because yeah, but it's like, some people don't bluff, you know. But obviously it's a pretty good spot to bluff, so I don't blame you for calling. forget the board exactly. I think it's this table. Oh, wait, what is action? Oh, you're the 3-better? Oh, and he just check-raised, got it in. Ugh. Yeah, I don't even know if you need to call this, because it's... I don't know if he bluffs this line. I'm not saying that to be, like, whatever. Like, your call's fine. But it's like, you do have, like, you have a trillion calls on the river at that point. Like, you could just call every... Like, Jax is, like, pretty thin from those positions, right? It's pretty hard for you to be explainable if you just call the nuts every time. Like, you're, like, slightly losing. I wouldn't be surprised if 5-4 is not even a call, maybe. I don't know. I thought the action was reversed. I didn't realize he check raised you. But it was a kind of weird line by him, though, so I don't blame you. But it's just like, people don't love bluffing when you can have so many nuts. Okay, anyway, I called the 3-bet and this game the board. We're gonna check. We're gonna check turn. I'm just gonna pray for the lone club on the river. Yeah, I don't think your call's bad. It's just like the fact that you said have to, which I just don't believe. Like, I never think of in this mindset. Well, I kind of do, but like not there. Not with the catchers. Just to be a hand that like beats value. Then of course you have to call. Chop. Fortunate river. Maybe that's the counter. Maybe your counter is please call Barada. Maybe he's the one guy who runs good versus you because you got a 5 on the river. Oh my god! Lose one extra big. What the fuck is this game? Does that tell that he sizes down? You obviously could have aces. Ten nine 9 8 suited 8 7 suited. I'm just gonna rip it. Don't be 5-4. Aw, man, I'm cooked. It's like 7-6 or some garbage. Like, I don't run good. Actually, deadass, I don't. Like, what is this bullshit? Like, maybe we get there. Maybe we get there. Nope, he just has a full house, man. Like, I know it. 180 bigs deep, and I just know I'm dead on turn. Like, fucking game is so awful, man. Anyway, fuck. Pav's here. Did you raid me? Because I was complaining. I don't like complaining when I get raided. But like, what is this spot, man? Like, I just don't understand how this keeps fucking happening. Like, actually the most grueling 20k hand sample. Okay, I'm done crashing out, but like, fuck. Thanks for the raid, Pav. Appreciate it. I hope your sessions are going well. Anyway. I'm like crashing out and then Pav raids me. It's just so annoying. I just ripped turn because of this shit. Like, I don't know. Because I know he has so much connectors. And if he has connectors, by the way, I lose to 1 connector on this board. And it's double block suited, so it's... I actually can't with this rage bait of this shit game. I lose to fucking 2 hands, and then like I lose to like 9s and 7s. And aces, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's just check fold at this point, guys. Check fold. If fucking Matt Roberts is in the hand, just check fold. I just don't even know how to win at this stake right now. It's been so atrocious. Like, the amount of coolers. Jesus Christ, can someone give me a poker blessing? Holy shit. You should probably take a break, bro. It seems like you're running really shit. I always take a break when I'm running bad. I just can't because I'm on this challenge. But like stuff like this just tilts me. Like you just get fucking 3-outed on the turn. Like I don't even know, 5-outed I guess. And then he holds because why not? Did I hit run it once? I was on tilt. Sometimes I run it once when I'm on tilt. Yeah, I chose to run it once. I should have ran it twice. That's obviously stupid. I just don't get it. Like how the fuck does this keep happening? I'm like putting in so much volume and like it's just been torture. It's been torture. 20 games of torture. I had to chill though, but it's just whatever. Every hand, it's just like what could go wrong goes wrong. It's so close to finishing this challenge, but I think it's like just a known bankroll challenge curse at this point. Like, in order to close it out, you're gonna have to like have a big grind, have a win at like 2 bigs per 100 with a true win rate of 30. At that point, you're gonna have to play the best you've ever have and run the worst you ever have to close it out. We got within 6k to finish it, and then we've caught this sample. We are exactly break even in our last 16k hands. Really cool, man. This has been a really, really fun 16k hands. It's been a really fun last 5 days. But at least we're break even. I guess it could be worse. Let's just hope the next 16k hands isn't that. There's no guarantees. It's just so hard to win. It's been such a disaster. But anyway, I appreciate it, Pop. Thank you for the raid. Anyways, guys, I'm like the worst streamer. Like I was in a good mood, but I just got so cooler. Like I don't know, I'm on tilt. Not a good look. Not a good look. But anyways, appreciate it. Can you tell me a tip that will make me feel better than I was an hour ago? Oh my god, man. Don't be like me. No, but poker tip that will make me better than I was an hour ago. Oh. The issue is I don't know what you need. If I were to say one that most people struggle with, it's, I mean, obviously think rationally is too broad. 100 viewers I got rated by the GOAT, Pav. Pav is like the best. I hope you had a deep run, Pav. I need to be rating more people. My line is so auto-plot, I should be checking. Yeah, this should be putter check. We'll check the bad 6. You can merge this, actually. I don't really mind merging it. Actually, I might half pot this. 6 of clubs. Like, I'd rather check with 6 of diamonds. And the king of diamonds is better bet here because it just slightly lowers his calling equity. And basically, he's calling every king anyway, so you might as well, when he calls, he has less equity. It's pretty nice. Like, when you make the pot bigger, he's less equity. Because if I check, I'd rather... Like, if you had the king of diamonds here, I'd rather have checked it, right? Now we obviously have check turn. Okay. Sorry, tip better. Sorry. Fix up a good amount of bluffs, but... He just has so many bluffs here, it's really hard to fold. Unless he plays the correct size, which should be all in. But if he like plays a king X size, we have the king. You can't fold. And we should look polar that... I don't think he's expecting reopen here, so I don't think he check jams. Let's go. Let's go. Bet check bet master in the house. Okay, poker tip better than he was about. Be attentive. Be attentive. These are still broad. Okay, I'll start broad and then maybe I'll pick something more detailed for you, but I don't know where yet. Be attentive. That's very important. Like, things usually happen for a reason. As much as people like to say, you can't know. No, that's not true. Be attentive. That's very important. Be result based. Like, not in your overall like results, but in the result of the hand. If that makes sense. If you go for a bluff, and the guy calls a bluff catcher, it's less likely the bluff is good. It's just reality. It's, you know what I mean? Or if the guy is the nuts, and let's say he like trapped it, you know, and it's a spot you went for a massive size because you thought he didn't have the nuts, well then maybe the bluff's probably not good because he probably has the nuts more than you thought, you know? Stuff like this. A lot of people get this wrong because they don't want to like be accountable. Okay, that's one. Be accountable. Same thing though. It's be result based. I have one. Be rational in the sense of like actually try to learn where the money comes from. The money you make comes from. Let's turn Fires River. I want to see it. Man, nice hand. It was a weird line. I don't know. Probably shouldn't call it. But if you want detailed stuff, this deep, I gotta call the Queen 5 because he sizes down. Could have merged here. I'm gonna call here because it could be good. Unfortunate. What else? Maybe tip that won't make me feel as scared as I am when I play. Oof. Okay, a tip that makes you not as scared when you play. I mean, I have to like I keep asking why. Like, why are you scared? I guess are you scared of losing? Well, then you should probably play less stakes. Let's just get a losing because you feel like you're gonna blame yourself when you lose, which shows that maybe you just play less tables and try to just be aware of your actions. Also realize, okay, like the thing is, because poker is luck based, we like to blame luck when we lose. Like, I mean, just look at the stream. I'm like complaining permanently about how bad I run, even though like I'm almost done my 100K challenge and like way above pace. But we just like to blame luck when we lose in this game. Because it is true, usually you do lose a lot because of the luck. Like, the luck will always be the biggest variable in every hand you play. Like, it's very rare you play a hand where the variable wasn't who had the winning showdown hand. Like, it's just true. Or, like, if the guy bluffs you, even then, it's like usually the run-out kind of sucked. So, luck is like a pretty big variable, so you can always kind of cope. But, like, because luck is such a big variable, I think it makes, like, making mistakes hurt more. Because you feel like, I'm playing bad on top of the fact that I'm, like, I could run bad, so then I'm, like, extra losing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, but if you make mistakes in chess, it's like, whatever. You just, like, go next game, like, you know? Anyway, at least that's how it is for me. Like, if I play bad in one game, and I know it's my fault, like, I'll, like, cope in other ways, you know? Whereas in poker, you just always want to cope with luck. Bro. Call once. But it's kind of nice to call this hand because he has 5-6 or. I feel like I don't block bluffs. I mean, Bernardo's pretty tight, but I think he's socketed above river. That's my read. The issue is everything gets there. I'm probably just doing this because I'm bored. I probably shouldn't be calling here. I don't even get it, man. Did he river the queen or does he just have kings? I probably shouldn't be calling Barada on the turn ever. I just like know for a fact he knows I overfold versus him, so. It's funny, like if he's jamming like on a queen river there, like I'm legitimately I don't even know. I call because like I think he like gives up river a lot, and then if he has like 5-6, like the 3 doesn't block any bluffs, and he could have like 5-6 ace-5. So whatever, I'll just call 3s and fold other stuff. Actually, we're deep, I'll call. Unfortunate. I think it's worth because of the fucking SPR. But I'm like getting distracted because I'm 3-betting so I shouldn't do it. Good luck, Carter. Yeah, anyways, a tip that won't make you tilt as much. I don't know, like obviously there's all the cliche one long sessions and stuff. I think it's like, you know what it is? Like, you actually need to just be scared and like deal with it. I know, okay, honestly, as someone who's gotten scared when I played before in the past, volume fixes everything. You know, you want to get good at playing a lot of hands a day. Just play a lot of hands a day for a lot of days in a row. You'll get better at it. That's what I've realized. You want to get good at focusing during your sessions. Don't listen to music. Don't have things that distract you. And then do the thing a lot, and you get better at it. And care about doing it well. If you care about doing it well, your brain will adapt. It'll also sleep well. And then if you're scared about like playing, why are you scared? Like sometimes, a lot of times, you get scared when you're playing, probably because you're not playing enough. When I'm like the most session anxiety, it's because I'm like playing one session a day, and then I need that session to go well because it decides my whole day. Like I don't know, but when you're playing like 3 sessions a day, 2 sessions a day, or like 2 longer sessions a day, like I am right now, you kind of just get used to getting stacked. I'm like so close to this challenge now. You guys see me crashing out all the time, but think about it. I'm like literally tilting all to the maximum right now because I'm so close to the challenge. Every stack I lose, I feel in my soul. You know, that's not usually how I feel when I play poker, and I'm still out here playing. You know, I'm still out here playing 8+ hours a day. Like I got this like one this certain sample. Guys, I've had two 10k downswings at these mid stakes in the span of the last 5 days. Okay? Like, the second I get close to finishing this challenge, I've just countered in 2 10. Somehow, I'm, like, almost out of it. But it's just, like... So, it could be worse, you know? But it's, like, what I've had to go through, it's, like, the amount of fucking blood in the water I've seen. The amount of battles I've fought. I don't know. Oh my god. Good tip. But yeah, basically... It's like people like, okay, I'll give you an example also as well. For this challenge, right, like I'm not a volume player, right? Guys, I'm putting in crazy volume, right? But I'm not a volume grinder. But you know what I told myself going into this challenge? It's like, okay, you know I'm gonna get better at being a volume grinder? By playing a lot of volume and just practicing. It's like, you don't need to label yourself as you're not this thing. You know, you can just do it. Like, most of the time, that's just enough. Like, most of the time, we're not so different from each other that, like, one person is going to be so much better at one thing, even if the other guy, like, practices it more. You know what I mean? Like, if I, like, started, like, just practicing playing 10-hour sessions, I could play 10-hour sessions. Like, it probably wouldn't be smart, but I would get better at doing it by, like, the 20th time I did it, than I would be the first time I did it. Obviously, like, burnout, and there's other factors. Obviously, you always have to weigh other stuff, but, yeah. And it is true with, like, mental. It's, like, you can practice not tilting by, like, practicing that. I, like, kind of go the other way. I try to, like, play well while tilted. I know it sounds like troll, but that's what I care more about. But. So I try to be aware instantly when it's like, okay, I'm gonna mistake because I'm tilted. Like, usually that means I get off. But most of the time, I feel like I can play through it. Like, today we went on a 6k downswing and we brought it back to, like, somewhat. We were doing better before Roberts turned to 6 versus us in a what was it, 400 big blind pot. The game has just been so difficult. Please call is, like, not gonna get off. I wonder if Nicoletti gets off. I feel like we'll see. It's already 1 o'clock. I just, like, knew I was getting stacked in that hand. I don't know how to explain it. But I wasn't gonna, like, play it bad. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have called so fast. Thanks, Lizardo, for the follow. Appreciate you. Unfortunate. We're gonna give up the spades here and just lose. I probably should have checked back. That was, like, originally the plan. Nah, I just punts. Nice hand. Yeah. The original plan was to check back in P75 river. I don't know why I didn't listen to myself. You played such a face-up line, too. Maybe it's just B75 turn. I don't know. I'm kind of, like, getting tired and lazy. That was a really shit line. That was, like, the worst line possible, actually, legitimately. Like, to lose to jacks, 10s, 9s there is, like, really atrocious by me. Or, like just to, like, play a size where it, like, pure check calls you. I don't know. I'm a little out of it right now. Never BJ. Just gonna fold flop. I shouldn't fold this size, but I'm just folding it for the sake of BBJ honor. Some reverse implied as well. I have 9s, plus there's BBJ equity, so you don't really fold this hand. So tilted today. Very, very, very tilting day. We're gonna log a losing day after 9 hours of playing or something.
Yeah.
Just is what it is though. I've done pretty well. It's just like very, very grueling sample that I'm on right now. I'm just on a stretch where I've had 2 10k downswings in the last 16k hands. If I can fade, then the next 8k hands I can fade a 10k downswing. I think we might just beat this challenge. But I'm gonna have to fade another 10k downswing. I don't know if I can do it. We'll see. Luckily we've actually brought it back twice, but obviously like our win rate is pretty high and the games are pretty good, so it's pretty easy to bring it back. But we seem to not be able to fade these massive leave bad spots. If we come out on top in like a couple of them, the challenge will be over, but we'll see. How much rate back do I have today? Good amount. How far off are we? We're just whatever. Yeah, I'm a casual, pretty decent swing here. But... chance for a set over setter here. Playing so much volume just to lose every day. I gotta play 20k hands in 5 days just to come out a loser. It's really frustrating, but whatever. Just keep grinding through it. It really is a shame. We're on like a 10k pre-rake back downswing. If we had just faded that, this challenge would be over. If we could have broke even in the games. Obviously, we have like a positive win rate for the challenge in the games. I think I ran pretty fucking mid overall. I don't know. Just my hot take, but whatever. Like, we caught some heat for a while, but at this point, this 20k hand sample, I don't know, man. I think the heat's gone. But there'll always be haters through the Chiquinzo. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't really care about the haters. I thought there wasn't even gonna be anyone who wanted to watch it, so. Whatever, I'll call once, because if it's a bluff, he'll net it up. Maybe we'll turn our hand to bluff. Nah, probably not. This probably should have folded flop. Anyway, I'm spiraling again. I can tell I don't know. I'm just in one of these moods where I'm just missing every flop for the last 300 hands, 400 hands. It's like really draining, but whatever. Wait for the next spot where we feel like we have a chance to make money. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's not. We're up 2,000 for the day, and then we caught another one of these trademark samples. I think I could call with it river in theory. Will it ever call in practice? It's definitely not. Even if he bets 10 bigs, I'll fold. I can't remember the last time I called Devin on the river. I don't think I've called him once this challenge. It's just been very grueling. I think we've ran pretty, like, actually mid for the challenge at this point. Like, if you factor in this 20k hand sample, I mean, what is this fucking garbage, man? Fucking negative run rate over 20k hands. What has this shit been? And I'm just playing through it. Like, I don't think I'm playing as well as I was before. Like, there's some spots, but overall, it's pretty hard to play when you're running this bad and you're playing this much. It's pretty hard to play, so it's also okay to be kind to yourself. It's easier to, like, fold a big spot when you haven't gotten jammed on for the 8th time today in the same spot, right? It's just the reality of poker, I think. Called. I mean, here, like, the reason why call is okay. The downside, and why I probably will fold, is yeah, he has a lot of flush draws as bluffs, but the issue is it's, like, really hard to hit, like, a offsuit king. The thing is, flush draws don't bluff river, so it's kind of tempting to call because he probably just doesn't bluff the river that much. You know what? I'll call. Because I double unblock the flush draws, I'll call it. That is the issue now. We got the worst river in the deck. We have no zero. We went from some equity to 0%. Like, he needs, like, 5-4 clubs or 7-6 of clubs or 8-5 of clubs to end up at river. It's like the only world where I win. And given that he's tanking, given that he jammed, I think we actually were ahead. And he got there. Given that he jammed. Nice hand, man. I don't know, man. This has been really tough mentally. We made 2k and then for the session, so we were break even on the day and then we lose 2k. I don't know. Shit's been fucking rough. This is just a get in. Well, let's get it in. Is it finally time for our BBJ EV to not be $0? No. Resorting to a rake back grinder because winning is fucking impossible. I just spiral because, like, obviously, like, the only thing that really cures tilt is, like, actually going on one upswing, and that's all I need to close it out. So I just need one upswing, man. I'm still in this middle of this 6-day long downswing. Like, what a day. How many hands even is that? I shouldn't have closed it right away. This just takes one upswing, bro. But whatever. I gotta not complain. I know, like, my stream is, like, unbearable to listen to. Like, I would not be able to watch myself. I don't know how people watch me, but, like, I just show up every day because, like, obviously I'm gonna complete the challenge on stream. But I do not like how I've been acting, but it genuinely is frustrating for me, so I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, we played 4K hands today. Call once. Whatever, I'll call because we're deep. We'll paw control. When he checks, I feel like it could be queens. I don't know though. He check raises me, it has to be value. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have fucking done that. I really thought he would just bet ace king, and we have a king in our hand, right? But I should have just checked. Such a weird hand. I really thought I had the best hand. We'll call here. He snaps, so he's clearly probably strong enough that maybe we could hero fold, but or exploit fold. Sorry, it's not really a hero fold. It's just like I said, I think even if it's a stronger range, 5-4 plays okay. We can't seem to Matt Roberts it in a massive spot. We'll check and give him a card. Oh, just don't tilt. WSOP heads up final, been going on for a while, that's crazy. Given by how fast he checked and the fact that he bet flop, I think I'm never good here when he goes all in. GG's. He's tanking, so I know I'm dead. Because he would just like snap check and not bluff this. You really thought about it. Nice one. Just is what it is, man. I need aces this much, bro. I need fucking aces much in my class. Thanks, Beth Family, for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm actually just always crashing out recent, but I also am going through a fucking horrendous downswing, so whatever. It's really hard. Like, obviously, like, the... Should we just, like... You know what? Fuck it, guys. Maybe what I need to do to give myself confidence is let's pull up the entire challenge as a whole. Let's pull up the whole graph. Why not? April 8th. To now. Let's see it. Let's see if I can get the whole graph. Maybe this will give me confidence again. $135,000 hands. What did you even call me with earlier on this board? Oh, we had the queen of clubs. Maybe this is what I need. Come on, bro. Pull up the graph. I probably should overbet here. I don't know why I don't. This is ace king anyway. This data does not exist. Like, what the fuck? Thanks, Silk Road. Appreciate you. Dude, look at this graph to start. Like, holy shit. Because we were like running, like we were playing 5K, it was like legitimately just so many downswings. Guess that's poker. So you know what, maybe it makes me feel a bit better. How big is this one? 20K to 10K? This one is crazy as well, like a 10K as well. Going to like, in 100K hands, yeah, we're gonna make it. We've wanted so many 10K plus downswings. I think I'm getting bluff caught by Mr. Barada here. I don't think this is a spot he folds very often. I shouldn't bluff ace high as well. Yeah, kind of had a feeling here. I guess aces. This is the overall challenge graph. And then yeah, we have like, we're building like Himalayas over here. Pretty straight up. We just need to probably grind 20,000 more hands and play okay. I think I've been playing okay. I don't know. I don't like these last two hands I played for Sparata. He like clearly just has me beats and I'm just not accepting it. I obviously should like size up in the sixes hands too. It's obviously lazy. Just need to go bigger. I'm just like very frustrated this week. Very frustrated. Very, very cringe week. Like, I'm just so burnt out on poker chat. Like, I can't even tell you how burnt out I am, but I'm sure I am. You have to use different pegs in the... I'd rather write notes for stuff like that than tags, bro. That's what I realized. Like, tags is, like, really lazy. Like, if the guy's tricky, like, write a note. Like, you shouldn't have tags for stuff like that. You should just have tags for, like... I just do it, like, for, like, the strength of the players, to be honest, so I can scout the tables. I think anything else is, like, pretty overrated. You should just write notes for stuff like that. Like, if you say, like, oh, capable of being tricky, like, you should just write that. Whatever. Maybe block is better here. I don't know. I should remind myself, like, yeah, we're up, whatever, X amount of hands. Like, surely if we just put in a good amount of hands, like, surely we can make 10K. But it's just been such a bummer, man. It's really been a bummer, guys. And, like, I start to tilt harder the later it gets in the day, because then I just kind of have to accept that it is a losing session, or a losing day. Whereas, like, early in the day, it's like, okay, well, you never know how everything's gonna go. Kind of just play. Also, King 6 off here is, like, really punts. I gotta focus. But I might go to bed early tonight. I don't know if anyone's actually can, like, take my spot. Except maybe Nicoletti, but if you like, if I get like 300 up on him and he passes me, it's whatever. Barada is trained by 800, but he's not gonna stay on all night. I just like really wanted to close out the challenge. I've got to accept it. I might have to play for 20 days to get like a. It's just I don't know. Very frustrated about everything. The way it's been. Because we were like 3K off to finishing the challenge last night, and now we're like 8K off. I like half pot here. Probably could have checked this hand, honestly. So what? He has like king, queen, king, jack, king 10. Those all 3-bet. King 8, king 7, king 5. But for some reason I feel like, even though it's Barada, it might be a bluff. The 7 is so good. It has to be like king 5, king 6, and king 9. I lose like 3 hands unless he jams a queen. Because he 3-bets like king jack. I'm gonna call. I use king 10. I don't know why I'm calling Barada. Whatever. Maybe it's a form of tilt. I thought the call would be good. I thought we'd 3-bet king 10, to be honest. I don't know, I'm calling this guy though. I thought he would 3-bet king 10, so misread. Go next. I usually just simplified a range fold versus him. I don't know. I thought for some reason it's an easy spot to bluff, but nice hand. Oh my god. Whatever. Wow, that like, it's such a bad hand by me. Like I should never call this guy. Even though like I thought he would like 3-bet the king 10 and the king jack 3. So then he has to have 3 hands, and then like he just needs 1 bluff, like ever in his entire life. I don't know. He's probably never bluffing in his entire life. I don't know why I'm calling, man. Just the line seems so ridiculous. I should just fold the turn. Ugh, it's such a horrible hand. What am I doing? Calling this guy ever. I actually can't believe it. Should have played this hand differently too. Getting over 100% rake back? Like, not really. We have tournaments in this PLO as well. So that's why we're where we're at for this challenge. Because we're up in tournaments and we're up like 10k in PLO. Because we've paid like 20k plus in BBJ EV, so no, we're not getting over 100%. Oh, that hand is probably the worst hand I've played this challenge. It's not like the worst. It's just like, if he has like king 5, I can cope and see cooler, but when he has king 10, then it's like, oh, I don't know. There's the 4 hands, it's like, I don't know. But it's just like, he's probably never bluffed that spot in his life, so I don't know. But I just thought like maybe like stream, sometimes people do like random punts on stream, and I've been folding a lot. I don't know. And he just has, like, he has a lot of potential hands he could bluff. It's probably just a fucking massive punt. But I just need to not tilt about it. The chat is gonna absolutely cook me when this shit comes up. Like, I can't even blame anyone but myself for that. It's just like horrible. I just like, I'm so sick of being such like a planer, but it's like genuinely like, ugh, bro. Like, Nit's solid capable, that's literally like all you need in notes. Cause like you're not gonna actually, like, you don't wanna factor in too much of your notes. Your note can't like tell you how to play the hand next time. You just need like, it just needs to like aid your next decision. So I realized if you have like too in-depth of notes, like you're just not gonna be able to like actually read it and play at the same time. Like, I cannot believe he jammed that in for value. Like, I get it. He's just trying to flush over flush. Like, I get it. And it's a spot I could have a lot of flushes. I just, like, thought he would 3-bet king 10 suited pre. It's obviously fine to call it, but I thought... It's just fucking whatever. Just, like, I thought my 7 was good. Like, I don't think I could fold, like, 6-5, but... I thought he was making an error, but he just has the nuts. Well played. I mean, I can't be mad at it. Calling is so bad. My pool, it's never good. It's never been good. It never will be good. Yeah. I actually just like, I can't believe it. It's like, I don't know. I would fold queen jack of clubs there, pure, by the way. I'm not even kidding. I would have folded queen jack pure. Like there's no chance I would have called queen jack of clubs, but I called a7 7 of clubs because I thought like because queen jack doesn't block his value, but I thought my 7 blocks his value, so then like it might be better. But I would have binned queen jack of clubs instantly. Like I would rather call a7 off 7 of clubs there than queen jack of clubs because I want to block the flushes he has, you know, like the nut flushes he has. So like if I folded queen jack of clubs there, everyone would be saying, oh, what, like, you know what I mean? But it's like I would bin queen jack of clubs instant there. Queen 10 of clubs I would bin, even though I would actually blocked value. Jack 10 of clubs I would have binned, and I would call like 6 5 of clubs, 7 6 of clubs, but I don't know. Let's be real. The best option is probably every time you see 2x pot from that guy. Do I have the stone nuts? Nope. Toss it into the trash can. Like, I don't know. At least versus me. Just been frustrating. I'm not gonna fold here. Same hand, okay. Anyway, I don't want to be too toxic. Obviously, nice hand, Barada. You actually leveled the shit out of me, so good job. Let's jam. Shouldn't have done it so fast. Bro, I can never get paid. Hi, I'm a new poker streamer. You can follow me some more too. Alright, Duns maybe. But you gotta hang out for a little bit more than to get my follow. Just please call is always running hot. I don't know. I'm like perma tilted. Like I would have been queen jack of clubs there. Would have folded jack 10. Would have folded. Yeah, basically all that. Would have folded 10 9 of clubs as well. I just thought the 7 would block like kings. I thought the only king x flush draws he had was like king 7, king 6, king 5. And I thought like if I block that, then like maybe it's better to call it. Like this is my cope, but he just has king 10 of clubs, so nice hand. Obviously, like in theory, like he should have the higher king x of clubs. Like he played pre-flying, but I thought like people like to 3-bet big blind linear, so yeah. Anyway, is what it is. Run into the nuts again. Shocker. I don't know, man. I actually just don't get it. I really don't get it, man. I'm just gonna keep grinding for 5,000 hands, 5,000 hands, 5,000 hands, and at some point, I mean, even if I'm a 0 big blind winner, man, maybe we'll just fucking catch some shits. I don't know. I'm complaining so much, but I'm really just so fed up with this RNG. Let's call here. Middle pair. Perfect. How important is it to take detailed notes? Like important and then also very non-important, depends. Sand is like an okay hand to turn into a bluff actually. You block pocket 9s, which is a trap. Block ace 9. We'll go for it. It might be too strong though. Because you beat 10-9. If he jams, I'll just like happily fold. Like whatever, my life goes on. I don't really have much equity here. Yeah, whatever. Check jam on double. Oh my god, I'm actually sick. I would have fucking got there. Oh, I'm sick. I swear the deck's just doing it to troll me though. I shouldn't have rabbited it. Obviously, you just take 0 equity, right? Like, you would never reopen a hand here that isn't ahead of him when he called off. Like, obviously, right? Because everyone's going to spam check jam. So I just take something really polar. That's, like, happily folding. Like, I'm reopening jack 10. I'm reopening sets. I'm reopening 2-pair. Stuff that everything that beats ace king. And then I'm checking back every flush draw. Pretty much. Unless it's, like, price in a call. Oh, I reopened polar, but I guess I would have got there. I would have actually hit the 1 card I needed. Fuck, man. I guess I got punished. Maybe I could have had a read that he was just always nutted there. I don't know. Maybe I'm beating myself up for that. This guy's like very like trappy. Alright, maybe I have to call it. This is fucking torture. What the fuck? Obviously I'm reopening polar there, because it's like, He's just gonna jam everything, and he's gonna call pair plus flush draw, and if he calls it, just jam river and win every time. Because he's just gonna rip every ace king. Because there's 2 flush draws on the board, you gotta rip it. So, it's like we're obviously printing. He's gonna rip fucking sets too, probably. So then once he calls, we just jam river and fucking clean out the pot every time. Unfortunate though, he has it. I actually just can't win. What the fuck? Everyone always has it. Because he's gonna fast play here. Because he's not gonna like check all. Like if he has 2 pair, he's just gonna rip. He's just gonna rip everything, by the way. So we're just gonna, like, if it goes call and the river bricks, jam, I win. I don't know. I'm clearly on tilt right now, so I should probably stop playing. But I gotta pass this guy on leaderboard, and he's probably gonna get back on to roach me, so I gotta pass him by at least like 200. So Barada doesn't pass me as well, just Barada's grinding late. I like my line, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's check. Like, obviously the fact that you beat 10-9 is probably nice, right? But like, I'm not gonna like reopen like a moronic flush draw and get jammed on, right? So check jam there is like really unappealing with ace king. I think open jamming is just okay, but I don't know. Maybe he has like queens or something. Maybe we were just dead and he had queens, honestly. It's kind of cope, but it could be a thing. Because queens would probably play that like that. Oh man, I don't know. I might have to play off stream. I'm so tilted at this point. Like, I'm just like tilting every stream, but it's just like, I'm so bored of this game. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm break even, and if we swapped cards, I think I'd be up 50k with what I've run into. Oh my god, I'm obviously not playing very well anymore. Like, I've made some pretty, like, I don't know, this Jack 9 hand is like fine logic, no? I don't know, maybe you just want like 10s with like, maybe you just don't want a 9. Maybe you just want like fucking pocket 10s with like suits that prevent you from getting check jammed on or something, like double good pocket 10s and shits. I don't know, I don't think you can beat yourself up for this. Like, obviously you have Jack 10 and the guy check jams ace king, or like, whatever, you're chilling. If you have 9s, you have fucking 8s, you have ace queen, pure. You have a bunch of hands. It's the best way to play this hand. Probably just bet 3 streets. Probably we get some like Barada luck on our side, and our opponent just meme calls us for stacks or something. I've like never called river. Like, I think I've called river versus this guy like 10% of the time. I just, like, I don't know, the dynamic today, I thought there was a chance because I had a good card, but obviously it's, you kick yourself when he just has king 10. Ugh, man, I'm always spiraling. Every late night, guys, I'm spiraling, but I'll call it soon. Worst poker streamer, deadass. Love watching the challenge. If any of these rigs watch your stream, I doubt they bluff you in big spots, giving out you ready big calls. I think my fold to river is like insanely low, and if someone watched my stream, they could just range bluff me and run me over. I literally just talk all day about how nitty everyone is, and I barely ever call bluff catchers unless their line makes absolutely no sense, and then I call them. But that's the thing, it is true. People only want to bluff when they can get range folds. Like, if you told someone, like the average reg, I swear, the average like Ontario reg, if you put them in a simulation where like the guy folded river 66% of the time to an all-in pot-sized river shove, I swear most of those regs wouldn't fucking bluff still. And they would be winning like 50 bigs per 100, and they wouldn't bluff, I swear. Because it is true. Like, people want to bluff when it's 100%. That would be a cool psychological test, right? Like, you just put poker players in a spot where, like, they have to bluff a spot or certain boards. I don't know how you would do it. Because it would just show the psychological, like, damage of, like, bluffing. Like, why people don't like doing it. Because I guarantee it. I guarantee if you gave them, like, it's like, put someone in a sample and they got, like, 60% folds, 65% folds, that would not be anywhere near good enough for them. But, like, a lot of regs, I think, that are, like, lower stakes. I need to stop giving up timings. I actually feel sick, bro. Like, this shit has been so just. I mean, obviously, I can fold here. There's like double flush draws. I don't think we jam. Is it okay to jam here? You have like 10 outs. Yeah, why not? Can't always be nuts, right? WAP call, whatever. This is what I'm saying. This is what I should just call. Okay, we won. Dude, if we had just called, we would have won. I just somehow can't make the right decision. I was to just jam because he just has 2 flush draws on the board. Like, yeah. We literally have queens there too. Yeah, it is king. We're gonna win the hand anyway. When do you like building B6 Zern Probe as opposed to big polar sizes? Everyone enjoy playing B33 Probe? Yeah, B33 Pro is objectively overpowered. I just don't spam it as much because like I'm a streamer. So I don't like playing it as much, but yeah, it's pretty OP. Because people just don't check like very strong, and then like you can just like B33 and like get a lot of like it gets more value and stuff. Oh man, I'm so tilted. Soon, very unspelled out. Dude, I'm like tilted, but like I'm trying to play well tilted. But it gets to a point where like I just need to be self-aware and probably call it. Like at the end of the day, I played almost 8 hours today, like, and I haven't ran very well, so I'm kind of like at the end of it. I'm just kind of done. But you're right, like I shouldn't spiral. Just like I've kind of accepted like back again tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? Again tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. It's like, it's been really shit, to be honest, to say the least. It's been really shit. Because, like, in order to lose in this pool, to lose 10k, like, you actually have to run really, really, really bad. But it's whatever. I don't know. I've kind of been punting it, so, I mean, I can't say that, because I have been punting a little bit. But usually, you have to get coolered, and usually they have to hit the nuts at an absurd rate to actually run you over, because you're just passively winning so much off how nitty everyone is. Because at the end of the day, like, it is true when you're nitty, you just passively lose a lot of money, right? Like, you're like fighting. It's like almost like you're paying extra rake. You're just like fighting the fact that you're just making mistakes and not winning enough pots. It's not like these like big large scale things. Like obviously there's other things that play in effect. Is like it changes post flop dynamics. People can bet thinner value into you because you're not gonna check raise bluff into them, so they can bet thinner for value, and then also you lose EV because like people can play their hands very face up because you're not gonna attack the fact that they're face up, and then also you lose EV because people just don't call you on the river, which is how you make all your money. So you need to rely on them having value catchers versus you, which is extremely run good, by the way. It's like someone has a value catcher versus you for stacks. Obviously, you guys know that. I passed Nicoletti, so I'll probably play a little bit longer. I don't know if Barada's getting off, so I'm probably going to play like at least another hour. Maybe he's offline now. Yeah, I think he's off now. Okay, I'll pass Nicoletti by at least 200, and then I'll just like check the lobbies on my iPad before I go to bed to make sure he doesn't rat me. These calls just like grinding leaderboard super hard. Man, I know it's soon variance will bounce out because it needs to, deadass. I don't know. I'm not gonna take a day off. I took one like night off. It was like definitely worth because I was running super bad as well. I don't know, man. Just been running horrible. But I mean, I can take comfort in the fact we swap cards. Challenge would be so over. So I mean, at some point the cards just swap, and then we go on a 40k upswing. We break even when we run bad. Just the nature of the pool. Call once here. What was he revving for value? It has to be exactly 6s, right? I guess king 10. Check makes sense here if he has value. Does really make sense. I don't think he's ever bluffing river. For that reason, I'll call. I think I probably should call. I think I'm drawing dead, but I think if I had a bluffs, I don't think he's ever bluffing river. Could have bet flop here. It's just like 6s or 2 combos of king 10. No, wow. Nice hand. Wow, he just has it. How many fucking times? Like, holy shit, dude. These guys are gods. I should probably not give him 15 bigs. I just like, if he has queen jack of diamonds or like something, he might just be buying the card. Or like ace 5, like he just wants to buy it. So then I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'll just call. Because maybe he's buying the card and then he gives up. I'm like pretty priced in. Like how many hands, guys? Like, what the fuck? How, like, I'm losing a king 10 fucking 6, dude. Like, these guys flopping 6s. Like, it's just insane, man. Like, Roberts just calls a fucking 4-bet with 7-6. What do you mean talking details is most more important? No. You doing Schrodinger's cat on this one? No, like, it's important if there's something actually important, is what I mean. But most of the time, like, people say taking detailed notes, like, you can't force it. If there's something important worth writing, then it's worth it. But if there's not, then don't force it. And most of the time, there's not something that important worth writing. That's what I mean by important, not important, but sorry. I know it's confusing. I'm actually fucking, like, nauseous from all the fucking stress that us. Like, it's been so tilting. This guy raising me, like, I probably should just fold flop. I actually, like, what is going on? Like, am I not good here? Like, I'll call versus this guy because he can be a bit out of line. Okay, this guy clearly has, like, 5-4. I'm not gonna, like, block to try and induce him just because it's, like, no point. Let's just win versus 5-4, move on. Or he has ace-3. Sick line, I guess. Very good line to go thin with the raise with a knit image. It's really OP. I would go thin for value too with knit image. Alright, call. We'll fold here, nice hand. Maybe I should have bluffed. What was action? He just flatted and I just checked it down or what? Oh, he just potted flop and then checked on the king. I should have bluffed him. What am I doing? Like literally losing count of action. This is bad. But also, like, I beat every non-main hand, so it's not like the worst line in the world, right? Like, it's... I did not know that. Well, thanks for the lessons. Appreciate you, man. I forgot it was you, Honest. Honest, you're the cause of my tilt, bro. You fucking always finding the good lines versus me. You're one of the guys that got lucky burst today, though. Nice hand. Bro, I actually don't know. Like, okay, if I lose tomorrow, I'm taking a day off. Fuck it. If I lose tomorrow, I'm taking a day off. Genuinely, fuck it. I'll just fold because I block bluffs and I have reverse implied. My jack isn't clean anymore. Like, if I'm right, he's 10-9. Guess what? He wins anyway. So, if he has some, like, me made accent. The guy's traditionally nitty. It's not gonna be air like it should be. It's gonna be fucking jack 10, 6-5, or, like, the nuts. My hand is terrible versus that range. I'll rip river here. Whatever, I guess I'll let him win. Oh, man. If I lose tomorrow, I'll take the next day off. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just be Iron Mental. I don't know. Obviously not Iron Mental, but... Because, like, at the same time, like, I just know if I play enough volume, it'll be fucking finally over. Like, I'm subjecting myself to this because, like, it's just... Law of large numbers. You just cannot, like, have winning showdown hand for too much for, like, 50k straight hands. We fold here because we have reverse implied and it's a gutter and we need to be, like, an offsuit 6. I know we would have got there, but it's, like... I'm not gonna get paid that much when you get there. Calling the 4s I'm chasing. But this guy behind it's okay, unless he rips, that's the only thing. I don't think he's ripping though. Pretty good board for me. Shouldn't bet so fast. Take it though. Good board. Got lucky. Actually, always on tilts. I know people are like, "Oh man, you're crashing out," but I am. But I actually have a headache, dude. We're like close to 10k off this challenge now. Pretty much 10k off. Like, oh my god. I know we should complete it soon, but it's... I swear I'm running fucking awful, actually. Mostly being so tilted. Let's see. I'm curious what the future has in store for this graph, dude. This is including the fucking good sample, so we're definitely down. Obviously, I included like the upswing, which was the night before. So that's with a fucking 6k upswing, so yeah, it's not gonna be looking so good now. Just double flush draw. We'll just B75 here. We'll see where this goes. The sample. This is from being 6k away. We woke up for the day 6k away from the challenge. And 20,000 hands later, here we are. Down money. Obviously, our all-in EV would have beat the challenge. So, I mean, we can cope. Dude, if this was a different pool, I think I'd be down $1 trillion with how much I'm getting jammed on. I just know from like lifetime sample that they're just not bluffing, but like, holy fuck. This is like coin poker or ACR, like, I'm not getting 50 buying downswing sample, like, I'm not even joking. Don't worry, artist credit is just yapping. No, honest, you're definitely not one of the whoop persons, bro. I think because you're new, some people might think you are, but you're definitely not, bro. Like, this is my tag for it. It's okay, you bet until 4. I'll let you have. And also, yeah, honestly, you're just newer, so people don't know you. But that you can use it to your advantage as well. Fuck, have I checked? Board is McDonald's to bluff, honestly. Like, people just don't fold in enough. There's a chance it's like printing, and there's a chance it's turbo losing. So, whatever. Just fade it. Because it hasn't gone my way recent. Jack of clubs is also just bad, let's be real, so I wouldn't even bluff in 3. Nice hand. We obviously got like the worst run up possible. Like, chat, how am I beat here? What is going on today? Like, oh my god, it's crazy. I genuinely don't get it. Like, so over it, so over it. Bro, like, I was hoping I could finish this week. Now, like, EV wise, I might not even be able to finish. Like, it's just so. Like, I'm probably not gonna finish this week. I need 10k. Bro, the people sweating me are, like, actually doing fucking rituals, man. They must be. Like, it's actually crazy. The people anti-sweating me. I had 35 days to make 3k in poker. If I can't do that, I don't know, man. I had 36 days to make 3k, guys. I don't know, man. We made 97k in 53 days. Fucking art of poker. But you can't make 3k in fucking 37, I guess, maybe. I don't know. He's called my family, like, literally, this guy. Last time I was 3k off. I've never seen a guy run that hot in my life. Holy fuck. Like, 9 straight boards of just the stone nuts. It was just insane. I had aces, 4 flush with ace king or something. It's just. It's flat. So we're probably not getting bluffed on the turn. I need to like get on. Like, I'm being really nitty right now, and it cost me some money today. There's a couple spots. Because he called, I'll call. Good check by turn, by the way. I was beat on turn. If I bluff turn, I would have lost. So, big exploit there. Shouldn't highlight this shit. I should probably just end the stream to not highlight it. EV, you lose for being a streamer. I just have to highlight where I'm gaining EV just to highlight how bad I'm running because I'm fucking tilted and I'm insecure, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I have to highlight that shit. Maybe I should just full flop though. It's hard with your hand though. Honestly, like, running, like, sims help for that stuff because, like, it teaches you about absolute thresholds, but then also just knowing what your opponent's range actually looks like and, like, what size they'll call. No, all-in should be skewed, like, unless people are, like, card share botting, you know? Which means, like, they would collude to make their all-ins overperform. That should work. I'm 200 points up and I can't play anymore. I'm so mentally done. I'm gonna end up playing a hand I regret. I just know it, so we're gonna call it here. I don't know. I had like a decent feeling about today. I thought for some reason I would run differently than I have for the last 15k hands, but oops. So, yeah. Just so burnt. I'm so burnt out. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm playing, because it's like I'm forcing myself to play when I don't want to play, and then you still play, and then you fucking just get shit on. Like, not just a little shit on, like 10 buy and shit on every time. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? Nothing would bail me out harder than just fixing my jackpot category, though. Maybe right here. Nope. I would love it. Like, oh my god, I actually, like, if I could just hit this BJ. Dude, honestly, I could see him check jamming jacks, so we'll just block. You're in the middle of 4k downswing. Pretty much just 500 now. In a nip pool, we're on an 8 buy downswing. Very sick. I just don't even know, man. Check jam river. I block bluffs. It's a good spot to bluff, but it's please call. I don't know. He does bluff, but I don't know. He snap jammed. I don't know. Maybe it's a bluff. It feels like winning is like such a miracle. Like the fucking, like Moses is part of the Red Sea type shit. That's what it feels like to win right now. It's just until anyway, I gotta stop complaining. I'm gonna end stream early, guys, because I'm just complaining so much and I'm just ranting. And I'm just not being a good, no, I don't want to say role model, because I don't think you guys should view me ever as a role model, but I'm just not being a good influence on people. Like, you guys are going through your own sessions. I don't want to be like a tilt box. Like, I am showing that, like, you can play through it, but I don't know, I'm not being the best, so I feel bad about that. So I'm gonna end stream now, guys. I'll see you. Love all of you. Appreciate the guys that keep showing up. Thank you for the viewers that came by. I'm sorry about the stream being so fucking horrible. I've just played so much. I hope you can understand. But if you guys have any questions, yeah. I mean, overall, we're running pretty good for the challenge, I guess. I don't even feel like at this point I am, because I've just caught 20k hands of shits, but we were running really good. Now I think probably running mid.